Spirit Hockey. The Spirit are set to take the ice. But first, get all the game day information you need. It's time for Countdown to Face-Off on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey, WSGW.
Each of them in their first week of regular season play here in 2025-26. They turn their attention here to each other for some Friday night hockey action. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. My name is Dylan Clark. Welcome to Saginaw as the Spirit get their only visit from the Niagara Ice Dogs here this season. And for these two teams, the story right now is who they get back into the lineup. Every hockey season takes pretty much the same schedule or the same flow of things. You've got your guys at NHL camps getting those special reps in with their big clubs that have drafted them or want to get extra looks at them. They get sent back to junior hockey, and the teams here in the OHL are pretty darn grateful for it. That's what we've got here tonight. Saginaw and the Niagara Ice Dogs getting lots of talent back from the level above. And for either one of these teams, there's going to be a number of names that are going to jump off the page at you. And we get a look at our matchup here, these two teams. Niagara ranked number 4 in the OHL's power rankings through one full week of regular season play. Kevin He, Ethan Zada, Riley Patterson. Niagara's 3 NHL drafted players, and those are the 3 players that they have just gotten back from NHL camps. This will be their season debut. Saginaw also gets back Jacob Kluche and Miroslav Shatan. In total, they'll get 5 players back from NHL camps, but more on those guys later. On the Niagara side of things, one name's going to stand out to you more than the others, and it will be Riley Patterson. Spent his time prior to this with the OHL's Barrie Colts, 59 points in 64 games played with Barrie last season. He was acquired back on August the 27th from the Colts for 5 draft picks. He just signed his entry-level contract with the Vancouver Canucks back on September the 22nd, the team that signed him in the 4th round of the 2024 NHL draft. Riley Patterson is going to make his Niagara Ice Dogs debut here tonight in Saginaw. And across the way, Miroslav Shatan Jr., 6'7", 7th-round pick by the Washington Capitals 2 years ago. He's going to make his Saginaw Spirit debut here tonight. And if that name sounds familiar, Father Miroslav Shatan, over 1,000 games in the National Hockey League between the New York Islanders, Edmonton, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Boston. 2009 Stanley Cup champion with the Pittsburgh Penguins. And Saginaw hoping some of that pedigree rubbed off on Miroslav Shatan Jr. He makes his OHL debut here tonight with the Saginaw Spirit. Lots of faces back in the lineup. One out. No Dimas Zhilkin for the Saginaw Spirit here tonight. We're going to take a break, but on the other side, we caught up with Saginaw's assistant coach, Kyle Makarick. Talk about the subtraction of Zhilkin, but all the reinforcements back on the way as well. Coach's Corner with Kyle Makarick coming up after this here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
When you choose Garber for your vehicle purchase, you become a partner in helping local organizations better the lives of thousands. And your vehicle doesn't cost you a penny more with Garber's low price guarantee. With the area's largest selection and lowest prices, Garber Chrysler is Saginaw County's #1 destination for a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram truck. You'll do better with Garber Chrysler Bay Road, Saginaw. Online, GarberCDJR.com.
Everybody knows you'll do better at Garber.
If you're a homeowner, you have plenty to think about, like cleaning the gutters, investigating that banging noise, deciding which flowers to plant this year. One thing about being a homeowner you can think less about, questions about home insurance when you have State Farm. Your local State Farm agent is there to help you understand your coverage options and choose the protection that meets your needs, so you can focus on your home, and we'll focus on helping protect it.
Contact State Farm agent Scott Seaman to create your personal price plan today.
So, we're finally ready to plan for retirement, but who do we trust?
Our friends at TriStar Trust. They've been here for 25 years right here in our community, and they'll be here for the next 25.
That's the kind of team I want in my corner.
TriStar Trust helps you plan your retirement, manage your investments, and build the future you've been dreaming of. Because when it comes to your goals, it's your time to shine. Visit TriStarTrust.com.
Find space at Frankenmuth Spring Hill Suites, where you can savor your time away with the little extras that are included. Each studio suite features extra room to spread out when on the road with your family or your team. Airy beds are piled high with pillows for that little bit of extra comfort. And an innovative 3-in-1 trundle sofa provides even more sleeping options. Book your next stay at Spring Hill Suites by Marriott, where every room is more than a room.
Now, get inside analysis directly from the Spirit coaching staff. This is Coach's Corner.
Did you know the University of Michigan Flint is the fastest growing public university in the state? How do we do it? Access to top-ranked degree programs and one of the largest alumni networks. Access to small class sizes with renowned U of M professors. And access to the Go Blue free tuition guarantee. Because sometimes in life where you're going depends on where you go. Learn more about our growth at uofmflint.edu.
Yeah, I know. It's officially still winter out there. But that doesn't mean you can't have fun in the sun. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea knows how to turn up your day drinking fun all year long. I mean, there's even a sun on those bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea is made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol, which goes down smooth. So whether you're knee-deep in snow or making footprints in the sand, be sure to look for Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea in the bright yellow cans. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
It takes each of us to make Saginaw a place we're proud to call home. Since 1984, Saginaw Community Foundation has helped build and strengthen Saginaw County by bringing together people and resources to make a difference. We're a one-stop shop for giving, building endowments, grant-making, and community leadership. Visit SaginawFoundation.org today to learn more about how you can help support your community. Saginaw Community Foundation, building a flourishing community for all, for good, forever.
We're Duralast. We make the world's best roof. As one of the country's largest roofing manufacturers, we have locations across North America. But for more than 40 years, Saginaw has been our home. Like Saginaw, Duralast has a can-do, never-quit attitude. And just like Saginaw, our people make us strong. Innovative, resilient. That's the spirit of Saginaw. That's Duralast, the world's best roof.
This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW, Carlton, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.
University, your community engaged university here in the Great Lakes Bay region. Players back from NHL camps. Kevin He on the left side for the Niagara Ice Dogs. Riley Patterson at center. Hayden Reed back from the Flint Firebirds on the right side. Grayson Tiller and Callum Shanowski on the back end. Charlie Robertson in goal. No Dina Zhilkin tonight for the Spirit. Sebastian Gervais slots in on the left side. Igor Barabanov at center. Nikita Klepov on the right side. Josh Glavin and James go on the back end. Stepan Shurigan in goal. Your starting lineups brought to you by Saginaw Valley State University. One more break when we come back. National anthems and puck drop here. The Saginaw Spirit and the Niagara Ice Dogs on this Friday night. Back after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
As proud sponsors of the Saginaw Spirit Hockey Team, the Barb Smith Suicide Resource and Response Network invite you to join us in supporting the players in our community. Our mission is to prevent suicide through education, advocacy, connection to resources, and support for those impacted by suicide. Visit us at srrn.net. That's srrn.net to learn more about our programs and events. Let's go Spirit!
Are you looking to make a sweet change in your career? Plant your career with Michigan Sugar Company. Michigan Sugar Company is now hiring STEM, skilled trades, maintenance, and general labor roles at their Bay City, Carroll, Croswell, and Sebwing factories. Visit michigansugar.com/careers for a full list of available roles and to start your application today. Michigan Sugar Company, making life sweeter since 1906.
Looking for the perfect place for your loved one to thrive? At Traditions of Saginaw, we offer comfort, care, and community. It's a senior living hat trick. Whether it's enjoying delicious, chef-prepared meals, personalized support, or fun events, Traditions of Saginaw feels like home. Schedule your tour today and see why families trust us for peace of mind and vibrant living. Learn more at traditionsofsaginaw.com or call to schedule a tour today. Traditions of Saginaw. Welcome home.
Mid-Michigan Canine Academy's Redemption Crew loves Saginaw and the surrounding communities who have blessed us so much, and we are concerned about the epidemic of rehome dogs and dogs left at shelters. If your dog is a handful, or if you're thinking about rehoming your dog, let us help you with its behavioral challenges. Our 7-day doggy boot camp can help. Not all dogs are as fortunate as Henry the Hockey Dog, but they all deserve a second chance. Give us a call at Mid-Michigan Canine Academy and let us help you transform your dog's behavior and your life.
Spirit Hockey
Harmer holds it out wide. Centers. Blue Jays scores!
lives
Looking for the stretch pass to Zilkin. He'll pop off the wall and lay down for him. Zilkin scores!
here.
Picked up by Harmer. In with speed. Carson Harmer shoots. He scores! Carson Harmer!
The radio home of your Saginaw Spirit is WSGW 100.5 FM. Spirit Hockey is brought to you in part by Garber Automotive Group, Saginaw Valley State University, Dow, Frankenmuth Insurance, Saginaw Bay Underwriters, NetSource One, Delta College, Corning, Go Great Lakes Bay, Herman Hisson Company, Frankenmuth Convention and Visitors Bureau, DML Property Management, My Michigan Health, Independent Bank, Buffalo Wild Wings, Stormmaster Exteriors, IBEW Local 557, Michigan Sugar Company, Jets Pizza, Raymond, the Great Lakes Loons, Applebee's, Stanley Steamer, your local State Farm agents, and Meyer. Now it's game time. Live from the rink to your radio. Here is the first period play-by-play with the voice of Saginaw Spirit Hockey, Dylan Clark.
Indigo Connolly with the national anthems on this Friday night. Saginaw and the Niagara Ice Dogs for the 22nd time here in this building. We'll take a look at our starting goaltenders for tonight, brought to you by NetSource One, the official technology provider of the Saginaw Spirit. Making his season debut for the Ice Dogs is the overage netminder Charlie Robertson out of London, Ontario. Went 4-3 for the Ice Dogs last year. 63 OHL games between the North Bay Battalion and the Ice Dogs. They've got 3 goaltenders that they've rotated through: Matthew Humphreys, Vladislav Yermolenko. It is Charlie Robertson's goal here tonight against the Saginaw Spirit. Stepan Shurigan makes his 3rd consecutive start. He was pulled in the first period, after 3 goals on 13 shots. He gets back on the horse here tonight. Made 26 saves on 29 shots in his first OHL victory the night before that against the Sioux Greyhounds. Stepan Shurigan back from Utah camp, back in the fold here, ready to go for the Saginaw Spirit. Your officials tonight, brought to you by WNEM TV5. Aaron Neely and Andrew Wilmits, the referees. Riley Brass and Joseph Erickson will work the lines. And again, top line against top line. Niagara Ice Dogs get Kevin He and Riley Patterson back. Ethan Zada is back as well from NHL camp. He's not going to start out. Saginaw without Dimas Yilkin, so Gervais slots in on the left side. Barabanov and Klepov up front. Dylan Clark alongside Brad Walsh. And Walshy, lots to be excited about. Lots of talent that we haven't seen before, at least not in this iteration of the Spirit lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's good to see Niagara back in town. I mean, he was tough to forget last time he was in town, and he is a pretty good player.
Kevin He, 75 points in 62 games last season. He's the captain of these Niagara Ice Dogs. And our Delta College opening faceoff has us underway on this Friday night. And the puck drifting back in will not be an icing. Bounced off the far wall of the Niagara zone. Josh Glavin races back to pick things up for the Spirit. Hounded there by Hayden Reed. Nikita Klepov on this for the Spirit. Over off the far boards, James Go looking to find Klepov again. Stepped into by Janowski. Barabanov slips down the right side, drops it back and forth. Klepov shoots, and he scores on his own rebound. Barabanov and Klepov continue to be a dynamic duo here for the Spirit. They get the scoring started 28 seconds into the game.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to start a hockey game. A little tic-tac, tic-tac, tic-tac-toe. Klepov, I mean, they had a lot of different options there, and they made the goalie pay quick.
Well, Walshy, we didn't even get to ask the question of how will the absence of Dimas Yilkin affect the top line. I think Barabanov and Klepov have it covered, at least to start out.
At least to start out, a lot of Russian names out there, but they got it done early.
It was Barabanov who scored inside the first minute last Saturday night against the Flint Firebirds. Things went a little haywire for the Spirit after that, but they are up, and they have that beer line from the electric light the lamp goal here tonight against the Ice Dogs. Klepov's 2nd of his OHL career. This puck back out at center. Carson Harmer steps on the ice in a Spirit uniform for the first time this season after returning from Utah Mammoth camp. Look out. Going to be a counterattack chance. Robrick to the net there for the Ice Dogs. Shot goes wide. Put back in front. And Ryan Hanrahan is there with the defensive stick for the Spirit. Jacob Kluchek back from Winnipeg. Into the offensive zone he goes. Into the corner. Takes a check. Levi Harper. Shouldered by Ryerson Edgar. And this puck comes up the near side boards a little bit further. Ryan Hanrahan wheels it back around for the Spirit. Levi Harper, the first man there on the offensive attack. Harper back up to the top of the zone. Lots of time and some space, and he's going to turn that one into a shot that ends up being a blocker saved by Charlie Robertson. 90 seconds gone in the first period. Nick Sema, grade A scoring chance there for Liam Storch. Puck ends up in the near corner again. Storch under for Miroslav Shatan. 6'7", back out at center ice. Drops it off there for Harper, and then up the near side, Storch. Third line is on for the Spirit. Nick Sema giving Storch some help. Bowls his way towards the net. Sema lost that turning puck, trying to get some help from Shatan. Now Valeris a shot, and that one ramps up the neck protector of the goaltender Robertson. And back out at center it goes. Xander Valeris on the restart. Liam Storch flips it back in. Nick Sema's going to run right through Sebastian Del Elche. The puck goes back into the Saginaw zone. Hayden Bartz avoids the check. Liam Storch on it, looking for an option. Too far ahead of Nick Sema. Del Elche on the DDD pass to Liam Spencer. This one too far from the outstretched goal stick. A step on Shurigan, and back underneath it goes. Reid Smith for Niagara. Put back around the near side. Little slip towards the middle, knocked off the stick of Liam Storch. Del Elche back out at center for Niagara. Spencer guns it in one more time. The former London Knight goes back for a line change. Up at center, Brody Papoy for Saginaw. Looking for Carson Harmer. Not going to put him into the Ice Dog bench area. This goes down for no icing here as we approach the 3-minute mark here of the first period. The only stoppage so far has been for the Saginaw goal. Klepov's second of the season. This one picked up. Jacob Monks. The centering pass is cut off. Brody Papoy on it here for Saginaw. Trevor Thoyer joins him on the rush 2 against 2. They cross over pass. This one for Bartz back in front there looking for Thoyer. Couldn't turn that into an offensive territory. This will be Judd Nuff the other way. Thrown back in. Another change coming. Grayson Tiller on the forecheck for the Ice Dogs. Carson Harmer as the Spirit might have a moment to take a breath here. Nope, Kevin, he's got some other ideas. Nearly put that back in front for Riley Patterson. Long point shot tipped wide by Reed as the first line steps into the offensive zone here for the Ice Dogs. Trevor Thoyer taken into the wall by Reed. And we do have a stoppage on that puck being deflected. 16:23 to go in this first period. And Walshy, a Spirit team that is highly motivated here to build on that opening goal after they saw things get away from themselves last Saturday.
Yeah, and they started the same way. I mean, obviously you learn from what happens, and tonight they probably be a little bit more careful to not let it get away from them.
Riley Brass to drop this face-off at center between Riley Patterson and Igor Barabanov. Ice Dogs have it. Then Reisnecker over to his defensive partner, Artem Frolov. Down the wing goes Patterson. Braden Jones steps over for the Spirit. 7 defensemen in the lineup tonight for Saginaw. 11 forwards. They do have a full roster again. They dressed shorthanded the first 2 games of the season. Here's Reed in the offensive end looking for a pass to the back goal post. Nobody home. Klepov for Barabanov. Nice move to shift on by. Barabanov trying to drop it off. Nobody in white was home. That'll leave the Niagara counterattack back the other way. Here's Kevin He. Dropped off for Reed. Back for He in the corner. Spinning away from Graydon Jones. Drops it off. Patterson. Sharp angle try into the chest of Stepan Shurigan. And he will cover for a face-off. 15:39 to go in this first period. It stays a 1-0 score. The full complement of players back in the lineup for Saginaw. Hayden Barnes returns from Nashville Predators camp. Carson Harmer again back from Utah. Jacob Kluche, second OHL All-Rookie team last year. He's back from Winnipeg. Again, Miroslav Satan from Washington. And Nick Sema impressing with the Columbus Blue Jackets. He returns for his second NHL rookie camp there. Scored an overtime winner just last week. And he's back in looking to provide more of the same for Saginaw here tonight. As Jacob Kluche strides into the offensive zone. Can't get around Liam Spencer. Kluche wheels it around for Hayden Barch. Underneath, Kluche again. Spencer's on him. Ryan Hanrahan tries to help out. Del Elche will pick things up for the Ice Dogs, but not clear the puck. Hayden Barch fires it in. Ryan Hanrahan back in the near side corner. Nearly 5 minutes gone here in the first period. Nikita Klepov's goal, the only marker so far. Edgar tries to put this back in front for Ethan Zada. Hayden Barch turns that chance to the corner. Ryerson Edgar. Back underneath it goes. Zada in front looking for Robrick. Gets to Edgar up top. Robrick again. Curling off the wall, stepping into a shot, and that didn't miss the glove hand sign of Stepan Shurigan by very much. Zada tries to box out Carson Harmer. The puck rolls up the far side boards of the Spirit end. Hayden Barch can't get past Ryan Robrick. Ryerson Edgar on this puck at center. Now Shanowski down the right side as the Ice Dogs are in. Fired back around. Smith the shot. Off the leg of Josh Glavin. It settles down right in front on the backhand. This one passed back up to the point. Grayson Tiller looking for a lane. Put in front. Tip just wide there on the opportunity on the doorstep from Rafe Smith. Levi Harper wants to get this out of a dangerous area for the Spirit. Smith turns it back the other direction, and his shot just barely fought off by the blocker of Shurigan. Ice Dogs turn this back in and into the netting. Out of play. 14-11 to go here in this first. Well, Ryerson Edgar, a couple of good opportunities on that shift there for the Ice Dogs. No points in his OHL debut for the 10th overall selection in this year's OHL priority selection, but in his second game, a victory for the Ice Dogs in their home opener. 3 goals and an assist for 4 points on the night. Not bad for your second OHL contest. Ryerson Edgar going to be a key figure of what is right now the number 4 ranked team in the OHL according to this week's power rankings. Igor Barabanov back into the offensive end for the Spirit. Shut down by Frolov. This one wheeled back around by Reisnecker. Back underneath it goes. Klepov got to sort himself out. Uses the wall. Gets things up to Bart. A long shot. Easy stick save by Roberts into the corner. Frolov is there. Shouldered by Saginaw's Gervais. Getting some help from Reisnecker now. This one bumped up by Reed. Dropped back to him from Patterson. Ice Dogs attack with speed. Numbers, though. Reed's shot snapped wide, resulting in a broken stick. Hayden Barnes has to turn this one back up past Kevin He, and now it's Barabanov for Klepov. Top line goes back to work for the Spirit. Gervais put into the boards by Reisnecker. Frolov on things here for Niagara up to Riley Patterson. 3-on-2. Niagara hits the line. Poked away wisely there by Saginaw's Graydon Jones. Tiller again, cross ice. James Go steps into Ryerson Edgar. Now this is Graydon Jones attacking the near side for Saginaw. 7 minutes gone in the first. 1-0 on the goal by Nikita Klepov. As Liam Storch goes back to work and guns this one up the near side. Miroslav Satan keeps it alive and taps it back underneath looking for Storch. Callum Chanowski there for the Ice Dogs. Robert's going to run right through James Go. Puck stayed in for a second there looking for Liam Storch, but it's back out at center. And Graydon Jones have to make a decision. Miroslav Satan backhanded in. He turns back to the Spirit bench. Grayson Tiller up the wall. Go and Robrick lock up again. Storch bumps with Chanowski. Puck comes free now. James Go walks the line, finds Josh Glavin. Steps into a shot, tip, and a good pad save there by Charlie Robertson. Ryerson Edgar gets it back out. Josh Glavin on it for the Spirit. James Go off the penalty box door. Back in for Liam Storch. Gets the wheels moving. Chips it in for Igor Barabanov. Ivan Galyanov on him. Chanowski there too. Puck squirts out for Ryerson Edgar. Stepped into though by Brody Popoy first. Edgar tries to swing that one across. It's cut off by Trevor Thoyer. Turn back in. Barabanov looking for some reinforcements and some help. Drops it back off. Popoy is there. Galyanov putting him into the boards. 2 against 2. The puck not moving much. Not moving at all. And neither will the clock. 11:52 to go as we've reached our first stoppage of the period. 1-0 on the goal from Nikita Klepov. The Spirit have the lead. We're back to Saginaw after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
You'll do better at Garber.
When you choose Garber Chevy in Saginaw for your vehicle purchase, you become a partner in helping local organizations better the lives of thousands. And your new Chevy doesn't cost you a penny more with Garber's low price guarantee. Get a better payment today on a new Chevy Silverado, Equinox, or Traverse at Garber Chevrolet, Gratiot Road in Saginaw. Online at GarberChevroletSaginaw.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Everybody knows you'll do better at Garber.
Hi, this is Graydon Jones, and you're listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 WSGW.
Back inside the Dow Event Center where the Spirit have a 1-0 lead here in their second home contest of the season. Nikita Klepov just 28 seconds into period 1. Igor Barabanov and James Go pick up the 2 assists. 4 shots to 2. Low event so far, but Walshy, a lot of speed to really appreciate here in this first period.
Yeah, ever since that first goal, Niagara's just going north-south, not wasting any time and establishing the ozone.
Artem Frolov after a D-zone faceoff. This one will be chased down by Hayden Reed. Third-round pick of the Ice Dogs back in 2023. Riley Patterson now tries to steal this one from Carson Harmer. Off the skate of the official. Graydon Jones gives it there to Harmer. Pass in front as Patterson closes off his check on Harmer. This one cut to the middle. Here comes Jacob Kluche. Near side. Hammerhand shoots, and that one just fought off by the left shoulder of Charlie Robertson. Around it comes. Kluche rolls up the boards. Harper steps in, and a pad save by Robertson again. Harmer taken into the boards by Patterson. Ice Dogs get it out off the fingertips of James Go. Or Graydon Jones, rather. This will be Kevin He back in the offensive end for the Ice Dogs. Levi Harper shuts down that opportunity. Ryan Hanrahan, Saginaw's first-round pick this year, cuts to the middle, drops it off for Levi Harper. Into the circle, there goes the defenseman. Back up high, Barabanov, a quick shot, didn't get all that he wanted to on that. And so, again, Charlie Robertson gets the goal stick out and ramps that puck up into the netting. 10:50 to go in the first period. And again, with the injury to Dimas Jilka, the lines have been shuffled a little bit. It was Ryan Hanrahan with Sebastian Gervais and Brody Popoy last weekend. So far, hand-to-hand with Carson Harmer and Jacob Kluche. He has taken the illustrious spot of Caleb Mangoni on that left side. I don't know if we can call it the rat line again this year. We'll see what happens. As they take a drink on the bench right now, it's Barabanov's line's turn. Janowski out of the corner. Klepov forces a turnover for the Spirit. Barabanov. James Go at the point. Steps to the middle. Spins away. There from the pressure of Sean Doherty. James Go shot. Another pad save by Robertson. This one picked up and moved out of danger by Ray Smith. Down the left side. Tries to get past Barnes. Smith a sharp angle try. Pad save by Shurigan. Tangled up with Gervais in front of the net there for a second. Doherty's back on this here for Niagara. Past Ray Smith. Dowling off. Untangles from James Go. Grayson Tiller down from the point and puts it back in behind the Spirit net. Smith there for Doherty. Centering pass is cut off. Blake Barnes on it for Saginaw. Settles a rolling puck. Can't be knocked down by Igor Barabanov at center. Gets it right back, though, and a short flip does not end up on the care of Klepov. And so Galyanov again here for the Ice Dogs. Off the stick of Hayden Reed. Picked up by James Go. Cutting in, the pass in front intercepted and cut off. This will be the first time that James Go has his full complement of fellow overagers in the lineup here tonight for the Spirit. Sebastian Gervais, of course, Nick Seela, who taps this puck off the boards to himself. Off the wall. Reed on this here for the Ice Dogs. Off the wall, Storch. Picks over for the Spirit. Down into the corner. Liam Storch below the goal line, out the other side. To the right point, Barch, near side. Valeris. Shot into traffic. Tipped just wide there by Satan. Barch on it again. Rope pressures him. Nick Seema wheels it around. Valeris gets over, keeps the puck alive. Back underneath on the recycle. This one knocked up the boards by Del Elche and Hayden Barch. Going to throw a shoulder into Zada. The Ice Dogs come back up ice with it. Robrick trying to get untangled from Satan. Puck knocked around. It's swimming in front of the Spirit defenseman Hayden Barch. Locks up with Robrick back in behind the net. Puck spills out. Zada, almost a grade A scoring chance. Liam Storch on this for the Spirit. Reed puts him into the Spirit bench. And so it'll be Reisnecker back out of the Ice Dogs' end as both teams get a change. Off the near side, his pass is settled down by Artem Frolov. Shifting inside on Thoyer. Gets the zone, drops it back. Popoy trying to steal. He hauls down Kevin He. Play continues. Here comes Trevor Thoyer for the Spirit. Drop pass. Klepov stepping in and shooting. That one blocked by Reisnecker. The rebound chance. Swatted out of the air by Popoy. The save is made by Robertson, but that's not the end of things. Ben Reisnecker, Brody Popoy, battling for space in front of the Niagara blue paint. And the speed continue to be a factor here. We might have our first penalties of this game here, Walter.
Good to see, liven up the barn a little bit. Popoy, he's a tough kid. I mean, we saw in game one, he's a little bowling ball out there and not easy to get knocked off balance.
Popoy sits for the Spirit. Reisnecker for the Ice Dogs. Offsetting minor penalties, it will seem. So I think we'll skate at 4-on-4. If that's going to be the case, we're ready to go. D-zone face-off, controlled by Niagara. Callum Chanowski turns it back for Grayson Tiller, who takes advantage of the extra ice for the first time. Another former Colt, Grayson Tiller. Flips things in. Braden Jones up for Klepov. Barabanov again. Over the line with Harper. Igor Barabanov turns out in the corner. Klepov got some room. Steps in between the hash marks and another kick save there by Robertson. Ethan Zada on the Ice Dog counterattack. Shifting inside. Klepov and Barabanov cut him off. Puck bounces to the corner. This will be Levi Harper. Unless Robrick's got something to say about it. Robrick trying to put it in front. As there's more off the puck and a broken stick for Ethan Zada as he got tied up with Barabanov. Klepov up the near side now. Dropped off. Harper, top of the circle, steps in. That one shrugged off by Callum Chanowski. Josh Glavin tries to pinch down. Ice Dogs get it away from him. Robrick sprinting away there from Klepov. 55 to go at 4-on-4. Riley Patterson into the offensive zone. Watched by Josh Glavin. Patterson keeps it going. Drops it off. Kevin He steps in, and he's going to ring that one off the crossbar into the netting, out of play. inches from his first of the season and a heavy metal shot.
Oh, boy. That was close.
Fourth round pick of the Winnipeg Jets in 2024. And again, you want to see your players get those opportunities at NHL camps, but everybody was happy when Kevin He got back to Niagara. Del Elche out of the Ice Dogs end. Edgar down the right wing against James Go. Separated from the puck. Patterson is there. Del Elche gloves it down. A little bit of trouble with it. Spins it there onto the stick of Edgar. Switches spots with Kevin He. 3 forwards out for the Ice Dogs at 4-on-4. Stolen by Harmer walking in. And his shot high and wide past the glove. It's going to rim all the way back out. And Patterson, well, he'll take it into the zone himself. Nice move to get around Glavin, and a backhanded shot floated high. Dying seconds at 4-on-4. Odd man rush back for the Spirit. Harmer and Kluche down the left wing. Nicely denied there. And the flat stick from Grayson Tiller. Both players are out of the box. We are at full strength, 5-on-5. Robertson drops it off in behind the Ice Dog net. Reisnecker has Hanrahan, plays forechecker for the Spirit. Grayson Tiller uses the air. And this will bring up an icing here as Hayden Bartz gets back to it. 5:44 left in this first period. Still 1-0 on the Klepov goal. Chances becoming more frequent. We're back to Saginaw after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
If you're a homeowner, you have plenty to think about, like cleaning the gutters, investigating that banging noise, deciding which flowers to plant this year. One thing about being a homeowner you can think less about, questions about home insurance when you have State Farm. Your local State Farm agent is there to help you understand your coverage options and choose the protection that meets your needs, so you can focus on your home, and we'll focus on helping protect it.
Contact State Farm agent Ryan Coe to create your personal price plan today.
Hi, this is James Go, and you're listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM, WSGW.
Now Event Center, 1-0 Saginaw and Niagara. Nikita Klepov, the only goal. A little bit of jersey talk up here during the commercial break. Mr. Walsh, you're a fan of these Niagara Reds.
It's a good-looking kit. It's like Chicago, like the Chicago Red. My only thought is they need a splash of color. You know, like a green collar, or a different color collar on the dog.
Did you say green collar?
Something like a Blackhawk. Mixing something else.
We'll see if they take your advice here in the offseason, if any redesigns are coming. Klepov back in. Sebastian Gervais, a centering feed that Robertson has a bit of trouble with. He'll put the glove on top and freeze. 5.5 to go in the first period. Shots right now 9-3 in favor of the home squad. Brought to you by Frankenmuth Insurance and Saginaw Bay Underwriters. Lots of time in the offensive zone here for the Spirit. And again, Walter, it's been immediate. I don't know if you can say that anybody has had the most noticeable impact so far out of the guys coming back from camp. It's a little bit too early in the game to say. But we saw that rush prior to the last break. Harmer, Kluche, and Hanrahan, they look pretty solid together so far.
Yeah, man, seeing a 2-on-1 with Harmer and Kluche, it makes you smile. Remember memories from last year. And those guys are going to be the core of this team this year. And, I love watching both those guys play. Minus Mangoni, they're expected to both have big years.
Carson Harmer, Saginaw's Ironman last year, 68 games played out of 68, 50 points on the year. This one goes off the glass. Levi Harper can't keep it in. Barabanov's going to track back on D. Here comes Ray Smith into the offensive end, and Doherty in a little ahead of the play. Smith and Barabanov will lock up right now, but the faceoff will come outside the Saginaw blue line here in a minute. Jacob Kluche as well, the other part of that line. Second OHL all-rookie team last year. He and Kevin He would have been teammates, at least for a little bit, at Jets training camp. We'll talk with the Niagara captain, Kevin He, coming up during the first intermission. But a little bit of hockey and maybe a goal or two between now and then. Time will tell. I think at this point on Saturday night, we had all 7, or at least 6 out of our 7 first period goals. That was an eventful first 20. Miroslav Shatan around for Blake Barnes. Sema can't get it out for the Spirit. This is Galyanov. Back in behind the net. Doherty takes Glavin into the boards. Shatan as well. Sema gets it loose there for Liam Storch. Finds Blake Barnes. Fan on the shoot-in. And the Spirit are offside as Shatan has a bump for Ray Smith. So we'll go back out into the neutral zone and do the same thing all over again. Line change for the Ice Dogs. And their head coach, Chris Barch, a unique situation for himself, coaching against his son Hayden here, who's not on the ice right now. But again, this is his first game back from Nashville Predators camp. 187 games as a London Knight during Chris Barch's OHL career. Just shy of 400 in his NHL playing days. Here come the Ice Dogs back in. Sema looking to get things out of danger in the corner. Liam Storch back up to center, knocked away by Robrick. Noft sweeps it in past Valeris. James Go has a moment. Ethan Zada will take that moment away and throw a check on it. Sema lost it there to Robrick. Intercepted by Storch. The pass that was intended for Del Elche. Storch back in himself. Not much in the way of reinforcements. Gets the puck first, though. Ice Dogs rimming around. James goes there to keep. Back underneath for Brody Papoy. Lost the puck with pressure from Del Elche. Ray Smith wheels this one back out to center off the stick of James Go. Back towards the middle he goes. Off the boards, Gervais steps into it. He's got numbers towards the net. Backdoor chance looking for Papoy. That one up and over his stick. Robrick from center. Now for Patterson. Back on the ice for the first time in a bit. First line center for Niagara. Ryerson Edgar. Pile up of bodies in the corner. This is Josh Glavin for the Spirit. Can't get untangled. Patterson off the steal, walking in. Takes a shot. That one fought off by the goaltender, Shurigan. Glavin, bounce pass off the wall. Papoy's got a step here against Janowski. Papoy shoots that one high. And around it comes again. Patterson for Ryerson Edgar. Just inside the line with Kevin He. Takes a look into the circle, spins around. He rolling over the top, steps into a shot. That one off Patterson into the glass. Wide of the Spirit net. Kevin He steps into another one. Spins it around. Ryerson Edgar. Back for He. Cross ice, off a body. Papoy can't settle it down. Long point shot, tipped by Ryerson Edgar. This one settled here by Carson Harmer. And he's going to attack the middle himself. While he gets some reinforcements again from the Spirit bench. Floats it back in. Gets to it there with Janowski. Jacob Kluche on the rolling puck for the Spirit. Janowski puts him into the boards. And this one will be picked up by the defenseman Graydon Jones. Harmer from behind the net. Walks out, takes a shot. Fought off by Robertson. Off the boards it goes. Poked away. Back into Spirit real estate where it's Ryan Hanrahan's here with 2:20 on the clock. Levi Harper. Back up through center. Had it stolen there for a second by Doherty. Back on through for Ray Smith. Floats it back, looking for Doherty. Shut down by Harper. Saginaw's Hanrahan is there. And a call coming as Galyanov will be guilty of a tripping penalty with 2 minutes on the dot left in this first period.
It's been a messy first. I mean, either team can't really get much going, so a power play should open it up and create some decent opportunities.
Galyanov gets the stick tied up there with the Spirit rookie Ryan Hanrahan. And so Saginaw gets its first IBEW Local 557 power play here in the game. 2 for 12 to start the season. Barabanov and Klepov, the two power play goal getters, they're both out right now. Here's Harper. And they've got another penalty here just at the beginning of the Spirit power play, and that'll negate it. There goes Nick Sema on what should be an interference call. So 92 sits in both penalty boxes. Galyanov for the Ice Dogs. There you see Nick Sema as he'll sit down for Saginaw. So we go back to 4-on-4. Patterson off the draw. Kevin He Steps in, and that one high. Past Shurigan's blocker and wide. Underneath it's Robrick. There the slip for Kevin Heat. Back in behind the net. Turns around away from Graydon Jones. He another change of direction. Patterson floats it in front. Robrick back in. That one tipped up into the air instead of on goal. James Go runs into some trouble. Down the wall it comes. Not where Graydon Jones was anticipating, so it'll pass him by Kevin Heat. Put back in front, Patterson. Kick down. Del Elche to Robrick, then across Patterson. Into the circle. Riley Patterson poked away. Cross ice. Knocked down by Klepov. Goes down below the goal line. Graydon Jones has his hands full. Put back in front, looking for Robrick. Now it'll be taken away by Barabanov, and now here comes Klepov. What kind of gas does he have in the tank? 2-on-1 with Barabanov. Klepov, Barabanov trying to go back across. He scores! Oh, a beauty between Barabanov and Klepov again. It's 2-0.
Now that was a great 4-on-4 goal. Barabanov and Klepov just connecting again. Back and forth, tic-tac-toe this time, and a little necessary sauce. There was some necessary sauce there from Klepov. He got it right back, buried it.
And you see the speed of Barabanov as he just enters your frame there from the right. He had the most gas left in the tank. It actually looks like Del Elche may have gotten a piece of that to try and cut off the pass. Klepov got the most of it, third of the season. This one at 4-on-4, and the Spirit up 2-0 here in the final 60 seconds of the frame. Hayden Reed up for Zada. Ice Dogs want to get it back. Zada curl and drag, and a nice save by Shurigan with the chest protector. As Kluche and Zada will move each other around a little bit in the blue paint. 46.2 to go here in the first. The give and go between Klepov and Barabanov. The difference maker twice here. D-zone face-off won by the Spirit. They're not exactly in a hurry to get out of their own end. Graydon Jones. And the Spirit logo at center. Tries to split the defense. Here comes Jones. Gets a shot off while falling. He's drawn a penalty. Slashing the call. 4 against 3 for 31 more seconds.
Great effort by Jonesy there, taking it to the rack, and he's played great defense. First 2 games, actually. Good, strong first period from him, and getting involved in the O-zone.
Goal and 2 assists for 3 points in his first 2 games of the year for Graydon Jones in his second season here in the OHL. Peterborough native, 19 points in 54 games last season, and like you said, Walty, creating offense, drawing a penalty. Here's Harper on the 4-on-3. Gets it back off the chop. Over looking for Klepov. That was read nicely and swatted out of play by Callum Janowski. Won't result in a scoring chance for the Spirit. 20.6 left in period 1. Gallinov's penalty should be up right at the end of the frame. Nick Seema's not so long into the start of the second. As Gervais gets waved out here. Barabanov to take the draw. And we will have a redrop courtesy of Niagara Zada. One aside right now, the counter in this faceoff. This one goes for real. James Go. Too far behind Klepov. Tries to make a play on it. Near side Barabanov. All kinds of time. And a blocker save there by Charlie Robertson. As this one is lost. Up into the netting as well. 8.5 to go. Maybe one more crack at it here before the end of the first for the Spirit.
Gosh, I mean, seeing Grayson Tiller, a D-man, taking that draw, that brings back frightening memories. I've lost a couple real clean.
How many? I hope I have time to take a look at this in the intermission. How many faceoffs do you think you took?
Maybe 0 for 4 career.
This one spills back out to center. I'm surprised you took 4. Well, 2-0 is the score right now at the end of the first. I believe the centers had that faceoff taken care of. And the center for the Saginaw Spirit's got 2 assists to start this period. Igor Barabanov, he sets up Nikita Klepov twice. 2-0 the score. We'll have some 4-on-4 hockey for a moment when we come back to start the second. But Kevin He is making his season debut for the Niagara Ice Dogs. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will catch up with the Ice Dog captain at ice level, Kevin He, coming up after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Disability Network Mid-Michigan promotes and encourages independence for all people with disabilities. Our vision is to create accessible and inclusive communities where everyone has opportunities to live the life they choose. Whether you're looking for a job, skills to become self-sufficient, trying to find the right assistive technology, or know someone who wants to move out of a nursing facility, we are here for you. Contact Disability Network Mid-Michigan today, the disability experts in your community.
At Dow, we believe performance starts long before the whistle blows. It begins in the lab, where science meets sport. From apparel to playing surfaces to gear, we create cutting-edge materials that help drive high performance from lab to stadium. Because in sports, just like in science, every second counts. And every material matters. Dow, at the intersection of sport and science. Learn more at dow.com/sports.
When you go Great Lakes Bay in Michigan, you can lose yourself in nature and find yourself at peace. Wash away your cares on calm waters. Dip your paddles, set sail, or wander a while on scenic trails. Savor authentic local flavors, crafted by passionate chefs and made possible by the hands of our hardworking farmers. There are moments of pure greatness all around if we linger long enough to soak them in. Find yours at gogreat.com.
Independent Bank is proud to be the corporate sponsor of your Saginaw Spirit. We've been banking in Michigan for 160 years and have always put our customers and communities first. We pride ourselves on being a full-service bank, offering an exceptional banking experience for personal, small business, and commercial banking customers, helping them to achieve financial independence. Be a game changer. Be independent. Member FDIC.
News coverage.
As many as 800 people are feared dead in a deadly earthquake in eastern Afghanistan.
The Trump administration is looking to step up immigration enforcement in cities around the U.S.
Chicago is a hellhole right now.
Well, it's an invasion with U.S. troops.
News.
Gretchen Whitmer has scheduled a special election to fill the 35th district.
Mike Pacigalupo entering a plea in the federal wire fraud case.
News coverage on WSGW. Soar with us. Saginaw Spirit Hockey is on 100.5 FM WSGW.
Level the Ice Dog captain, Kevin He. Kevin, your first steps on the ice here with the Ice Dogs, at least this season. How is it to get 20 minutes under your belt with your OHL team here so far?
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to get the legs going early. You know, it's a road trip to start my day, my game back, first game back. So I think for me, it's just trying to build some chemistry as fast as I can. Obviously, get my legs going early in the first.
And back from Winnipeg Jets training camp, you're second with the team. Did it feel any different than kind of your previous experiences before? Do you have, or was it nice to have, I guess, just that little extra experience having it not be your first time there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, the first time I was taking a lot of things in and trying to learn as much as I can. Obviously, same thing here, learning experience, and just being able to build off that first one was pretty cool.
And you shared the ice with one of the other guys in this game tonight, Jacob Kluche, on the Saginaw side of things. I know there are a lot of players there. It's tough to interact and talk with everybody, but did you get a chance to talk with Jacob Kluche at all?
Yeah, a little bit briefly before the game. I actually forgot headphones back in Winnipeg, so kind of throw them on the bus here, but I had to bring his headphones in.
Well, and with your group here, you guys are primed right now, ranked number 4 in the OHL Power Rankings. The sights are set pretty deep in the playoffs for you guys. You led them back to their first postseason berth in a little while last season. How important was that experience, and what do you guys have your sights set on here in 25-26?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it was pretty cool for a lot of us to, you know, kind of get the first playoff experience going. And I think for us, our next set is the next period. You know, we have a tough first here, and we got to find a way to get going and get everyone on board on the same page. Kevin, appreciate the time. Thanks for chatting with us. Good luck in the second. Absolutely. Thank you. That's the Niagara captain, Kevin He. They're back in. Looking for a big second period here. 2-0 is the score. We'll take a break. When we come back, some highlights, analysis, myself and Brad Waltz. We're back after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
When you choose Garber Chevy Linwood for your vehicle purchase, you become a partner in helping local organizations better the lives of thousands. Together, we're able to make a difference. And your new Chevy doesn't cost you a penny more with Garber's low price guarantee. Lease your Chevy Silverado, Equinox, or Traverse for less in Linwood. Get a better overall experience at Garber Chevrolet Linwood, M13 north of Bay City. Online, GarberLinwood.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
At My Michigan Health, we are committed to our purpose of creating healthy communities together each and every day. It is an honor to serve our neighbors by improving access to care, investing in local organizations and initiatives, identifying and addressing the needs of our communities, and working alongside students seeking a future in healthcare. Together, we can build healthier communities for today and long into tomorrow. My Michigan Health, your go-to place. Learn more about us at mymichigan.org.
Looking for an easier way to travel? Fly from MBS International Airport, conveniently located in the heart of the Great Lakes Bay region. No long lines, simple to get around, and for the best deals, always book directly at mbsairport.org, with Delta and United providing access to wherever you want to fly. MBS is putting the world right outside your door. MBS International Airport. Save time and money and fly from nearby. Visit mbsairport.org.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Contact State Farm agent Mike Miner to create your personal price plan today.
It's time for your intermission report from the Town Place Suites by Marriott broadcast booth. Here's Dylan Clark.
First period, it didn't take too long to get the scoring going between these two hockey teams, and it was similar to what we saw last Saturday night. Igor Barabanov getting the scoring going early. He and Nikita Klepov, they've spent a considerable amount of time together to start the season, so it's no surprise that they link up again. Little drop pass back and forth. Rebound off the pad of the goaltender, Charlie Robertson. Nikita Klepov buries his second of the season. A lot more would transpire in that first period, but they would round out the scoring as well. That wouldn't be the last we've seen between Barabanov and Klepov. Again, coming into tonight's game, that top line of what was Igor Barabanov, Nikita Klepov, and Dima Zhilkin. They had combined for 13 points heading into this contest. And what looks like it could have been an instant replay of the prior chance. Klepov on the rush. This was in the final minute of that first period. Easy backdoor tap in. Barabanov to Klepov, third of the season, second of the game. That's got Saginaw into the intermission, up at 2-0. But it could be a much different score. Saginaw with a heavy shot advantage, 12-5 right now. Charlie Robertson getting his first start of the season for the Niagara Ice Dogs. He was a big part of that first period. We'll take a look at our first intermission stats brought to you by Raymond. Again, 12 shots to 5. A couple of Klepov markers, James Go and Barabanov, the assist getters for the Spirit, who are right now 0 for 2 on the power play. But we'll bring it back up inside the Town Place Suites by Marriott broadcast booth. Dylan Clark alongside Brad Walsh. And Walshy, lots to talk about, but we can't start anywhere other than the top line for Saginaw, which looks a little bit different than it had before. Sebastian Gervais instead of Dima Zhilkin, but it's still working just as well as it did in the last 2 years.
The chemistry's up the charts for this early in the season, and obviously those two know how to play together, and especially with Dima being out, Sebastian, veteran player, he can play with anybody at this point, so they look solid.
Up over 260 games in this Ontario Hockey League for Sebastian Gervais. And again, it's 20 minutes of play. I haven't even seen that much of those three guys on the ice at the same time. But just how does that line kind of change? How do things change with Gervais in there instead of Dima Zhilkin? How does the field change?
Gosh, I mean, we're watching it. We're watching it unfold. I mean, I don't even think they know how it's going to happen. I mean, once you just get out there and you adjust the space and figure out. I mean, obviously everyone knows who's good at what, and I mean, they'll find each other, and so far it's paying off.
When you talk about space, let's talk about the first line for the Niagara Ice Dogs. Kevin He, Riley Patterson, and Hayden Reed. They manufactured a lot of opportunities, not so much on the shot board. Again, just 5 shots in that first period for Niagara, but you can see the start of manufacturing those chances. I don't think anybody had the puck in the offensive zone for Niagara more than Kevin He. That's going to be their 3 guys to keep an eye on in the second period.
I mean, the kid can rip the shot. I mean, great kid. Good interview with him intermission here, but yeah, I mean, they're a special team. Collectively, they just clog up the neutral zone, and they're going into the O zone, north-south. They're not fooling around with it in the neutral zone. So it's going to be a good hockey game.
And again, Saginaw looking to kind of avenge that come from behind loss. They let a 4-1 lead slip through their fingers last Saturday against the Flint Firebirds. There's a lot more pace, or there's a little bit more pace in that first 20 minutes of play. You want to see them keep that up here in the next 20.
Yeah, I mean, good start. I mean, they started well last game, and obviously they got a lot of guys back now. I feel like they're a lot more comfortable now than they were, a weekend ago, and we should see them close it out, hopefully.
And a sneaky underrated factor or note about that first period. 5 saves for Stepan Shurigan, and again, this is his 3rd game in the Ontario Hockey League. Again, was pulled last weekend after 3 goals. It was important for Shurigan to have a strong first period. He wasn't tested often, but made the saves he had to.
Yeah, he was solid. I mean, there was a couple that I think he got a piece of that could have been, made the difference of a 1-goal game or a tie game. So, I mean, he's doing what he needs to do. He looks settled in, and not to say he wasn't settled in the first game. I think he had a couple fluky ones go in, but nothing you can do as a goalie. I mean, you know how it is. All you can do is, play your game.
Ice Dogs have their chances, or have had their chances in the first 20. Got some penalty time to kill off at the start of the second, but once they're back at 5-on-5, what does an ideal start to this period for the Niagara Ice Dogs look like?
They got to find some offense. I mean, the chances they've had haven't really been, grade A chances. I mean, you shot from ripping it from top of the circles isn't necessarily a grade A. They got to just keep throwing pucks at net and get some of those rebounds, get a greasy one.
There's a lot of talent on that Ice Dog roster, a lot of talent on the Spirit side as well. 2-0 to score right now. Not sure how much longer it's going to stay that way. We'll take a break. And when we come back, out-of-town scoreboard. Busy night in the OHL. It's presented by Buffalo Wild Wings, and it's coming your way after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Mid-Michigan Canine Academy's Redemption Crew loves Saginaw and the surrounding communities who have blessed us so much, and we are concerned about the epidemic of rehome dogs and dogs left at shelters. If your dog is a handful, or if you're thinking about rehoming your dog, let us help you with its behavioral challenges. Our 7-day doggy boot camp can help. Not all dogs are as fortunate as Henry the Hockey Dog, but they all deserve a second chance. Give us a call at Mid-Michigan Canine Academy and let us help you transform your dog's behavior and your life.
Prost Wine Bar and Charcuterie now has 2 buzzing locations to enjoy. Visit us in downtown Frankenmuth or in uptown Bay City. We offer a full bar, menu, and memorable atmosphere. Walk-ins are always welcome, and Bay City is now accepting reservations online at prostwinebar.com. Open 7 days a week. Make Prost Wine Bar in Frankenmuth or uptown Bay City your destination for great wine and even better times.
Did you know the University of Michigan Flint is the fastest growing public university in the state? How do we do it? Access to top-ranked degree programs and one of the largest alumni networks. Access to small class sizes with renowned U of M professors. And access to the Go Blue free tuition guarantee. Because sometimes in life where you're going depends on where you go. Learn more about our growth at uofmflint.edu.
It takes each of us to make Saginaw a place we're proud to call home. Since 1984, Saginaw Community Foundation has helped build and strengthen Saginaw County by bringing together people and resources to make a difference. We're a one-stop shop for giving, building endowments, grant-making, and community leadership. Visit SaginawFoundation.org today to learn more about how you can help support your community. Saginaw Community Foundation, building a flourishing community for all, for good, forever.
Hi, this is Nick Sema, and you're listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW.
Scoreboard is brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, and as we take our look across the Ontario Hockey League, 1 goal for the Erie Otters. Callum Hughes, they've got themselves a 1-0 lead at the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium. Brampton is in London right now. Jared Woolley, his first of the season, has the London Knights up to the lead against the Brampton Steelheads. 1-0 in North Bay as well. Jasper Cutta has the one goal for the Ottawa 67s. 2-1. Sault Ste. Marie over the Kingston Frontenacs. Jordan Sharon's got both markers. Talk about guys coming back from NHL camps and making an immediate impact. Sharon back from Pittsburgh. Third and fourth goals of the season. Jacob Battaglia has the lone marker for the Frontenacs. Sarnia up 2-0 on the Sudbury Wolves. Jordan Bax and Ryder Simpson, the two tallies right now in that 2-0 lead. And the Oshawa Generals have the most convincing lead out of the group right now. 3-1 right now. Hunter McKenzie, the lone Guelph goal. And it's going to be a quick turnaround. The Guelph Storm from home ice here to Saginaw tomorrow to take on the Spirit. Again, that'll be a 7:05 puck drop, so they've got some time to get out here. But right now, looking to climb themselves back into this game, down 3-1. And out shooting, I should mention, the Oshawa Generals, 22-8, still down 3-1 in that game. So the odds on Guelph getting back into it, not zero, that's for sure. Your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. 2-0 is the score here in Saginaw. 3 seconds of a Nick Sema penalty remains, and then the Spirit will be back to an abbreviated power play, looking to maybe make it 3. We'll see. That's your out-of-town scoreboard. We're back after this second period, up after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Too many people end up in the retirement penalty box, paying more in taxes, missing out on healthcare options, or skating without a plan. At McIntosh & Associates, we help keep your game sharp with clear, personalized retirement strategies. Let's build a plan that works in every period of life. Call 989-692-2200 or visit wealthmichigan.com. McIntosh & Associates. Retirement made clear.
We're Durolast. We make the world's best roof. As one of the country's largest roofing manufacturers, we have locations across North America. But for more than 40 years, Saginaw has been our home. Like Saginaw, Durolast has a can-do, never-quit attitude. And just like Saginaw, our people make us strong. Innovative, resilient. That's the spirit of Saginaw. That's Durolast, the world's best roof.
As proud sponsors of the Saginaw Spirit Hockey Team, the Barb Smith Suicide Resource and Response Network invite you to join us in supporting the players in our community. Our mission is to prevent suicide through education, advocacy, connection to resources, and support for those impacted by suicide. Visit us at srrn.net. That's srrn.net to learn more about our programs and events. Let's go Spirit!
Enjoy the spirit of Frankenmuth and score big with your kids at the indoor water parks. The puck stops here in Funtown, where fan favorites include chicken and Christmas, but there's really so much more. Arcades, breweries, carriage rides, shopping, and pretzel rolling. Frankenmuth, where we leave the icing to the dessert. 800 Funtown. No matter how cold it is outside or in the hockey rink, there's loads of indoor fun waiting just down the road in Frankenmuth.
Looking to stay in touch with your community? Check out Great Lakes Bay Connections, a collection of shows and podcasts bringing you local voices, telling local stories from local people. Great Lakes Bay Connections features Hey, Great Lakes Bay, Generating Gratitude, That's What She Said, United Shades of Gray, Mi Gente on Air, and more. Listen weekends on WSGW, anytime on your favorite podcasting app or at WSGW.com. This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW, Carlton, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.
Will be out of the box, and the Spirit to their second power play in the contest. Galyanov against Gervais, Klepov and Barabanov. They've had the connection so far in this game. Delta College opening faceoff has period 2 underway, and Nick Sema will join the power play group here for Chris Lazary. Barabanov in with speed. To the right corner. Nikita Klepov right in front alone is Sema. That one couldn't be tucked in. A great skate save there by Robertson. And this glove down by Harper. Klepov, Gervais, Harper, then back over. Here's Barabanov. Back to the seam. Can't get it to go. Gervais outmuscles Heat. Barabanov. Goal line. Sema in front again. And that one swept away by the pads of Robertson. Sema tried to tuck that to the forehand. Couldn't get that second chance away. Harper leads the charge. Drops it off. Barabanov, the swing over for Sema, can't be handled. Klepov Taps it back to him. Drops it back. Barabanov in. And that one right off the mask of Robertson as well. Second time he's taken one up high here in this game. Stepan Shurigan lays it down for Levi Harper. Drop back Barabanov. This time he won't pass it over to Nick Sema. Carries it in himself. Klepov. 20 on the power play. Levi Harper. Then Barabanov. Disrupted. And fired down the length of the ice. Good active stick by Jacob Monks. Now Stepan Shurigan. Fires this up the near side wall for Klepov. Hanrahan left it behind. Ethan Zada pushes things in further for the Ice Dogs. Hanrahan on it from the Spirit blue line. Gets his legs moving up ice. Hanrahan down the left side. Back and behind the net. Centering feed is intercepted by Zada. And a slow change there for Saginaw, but Kluche is on. And now here comes Patterson back the other direction. That one poked towards the net and a save by Stepan Shurigan. Niagara penalty has expired. They're back at 5-on-5. In behind the net. Now up the boards. Robrick. Top of the zone. Top prospect for the upcoming 2026 NHL draft. He's got the puck in the left circle. Robrick back and behind the net. Looking in front. Reisnecker. Down low for Zada. Lost it. Kluche was there. Reisnecker. Flagged down by Robrick. Trying to turn that one across. Nobody home. Reisnecker's got it off the boards. Jumped underneath to Patterson. A little bit of a line shuffle here. Robrick and Zada have been joined by Patterson here. Kluche on the counterattack. Knocked away from Hanrahan by Niagara Spencer. Now Robrick. The forechecker against James Go. Levi Harper off the boards. Hanrahan can't find it. Robrick careful not to touch that in the bad spot. This one ramped back in by Hanrahan. He goes to the Spirit bench. Charlie Robertson. Now Reed up with speed. Ryerson Edgar trying to shake on by. He's got Hayden Barch in hot pursuit. Reed Smith is on this for the Ice Dogs. Up to Artem Frolov. Cross ice pass, not settled down by Reed. Miroslav Chatan is on this for the Spirit. And the net is off. 16:55 to go in period 2. And Hayden Barch, a little bit more for Reed Smith. But the linesman won't allow it to go any further than that. Lots to talk about. D-zone face-off upcoming while Stepan Shurigan's net is put back on its moorings. And there you see Miroslav Chatan. First game in his Spirit uniform. Spent his time last year between Sioux Falls and Omaha, the USHL. 45 games in total. Before that, it was HC Slovan Bratislava at both the U18 and U20 levels the year prior. And, of course, part of the Slovakian World Junior team last season. Expected to do the same this year. Hayden Barch out of the Saginaw end. Here's Chatan. Weaving his way back up to center. Trevor Thoyer off the boards past Artem Frolov. Del Elche gets there first for the Ice Dogs. A bounce off the ledge at the base of the glass. Not exactly where Chatan anticipated that. This is Del Elche. Up for Smith. Off the boards. Ryerson Edgar can't get there in time. Josh Glavin tangled up. Trevor Thoyer knocked off the puck by Reed. They both take a tumble a little bit farther than they might have liked. Reed on things for the Ice Dogs. That pass glances off. He had a point shot high and wide. Rebound off the boards. They score. Waiting patiently. Hayden Reed fires it into the empty cage, and the Ice Dogs are on the board at 2-1.
What a gift for Hayden Reed. I mean, you tell your defenseman if you're going to miss wide, you miss short side, and you might pop out right in front, and that's what happened. No chance for Sugarman to get over.
Grayson Tiller on that heavy shot that went wide. And then extra second for Shurigan to try to pick up exactly where it went. And Hayden Reed just in the right place at the right time. First goal with his somewhat new team. Again, Ice Dogs drafted him back in 2023. Traded over to the Flint Firebirds, spent last year there. 9 goals in 51 games, traded back. And he's back with the team where it kind of all started. He's got their first goal here in this game. It was an off-season of trades for the Niagara Ice Dogs. Valeris, slap pass goes wide off the wall. Robrick. Icing brought up here against Niagara as Patterson can't knock that puck down. 15:45 to go in the second period. A little bit more in the neutral zone between Janowski and Klepov. Josh Glavin's got a bump for Ethan Zada. And things getting a little frosty here in the second period. Gervais to take the draw against Ethan Zada. Barnes for go. Held in after a poke check from Robrick. James goes shot, tipped wide by Klepov. The battle continues in front with Grayson Tiller. Down from one knee, Barabanov got 3 Ice Dogs on him. Help from Klepov. Tiller's on this back in behind the Niagara net. Patterson. Jam goes off of Klepov. He stumbles. Zada back the other way with Robrick. 2-on-1. Ethan Zada waits and puts it easy. Tap in there for Robrick. It's a tie game here in the second period.
Well, things tied up now. I mean, things can happen so quick in this league. Obviously, that looked like a little 2-on-1 we've seen Saginaw do, but Zada waited it out. He was patient, waited for the defenseman to commit, and nothing Shurigan can do there.
First of the season in a very big season for Ryan Robrick. NHL draft eligible, projected to be a top 5 pick at the moment. Just named to the CHL USA Prospect Challenge. He's one of the first players named to Team CHL. He's got the equalizer here on this Friday night. Ryan Hanrahan down the right side, looking to get it back for Saginaw. Pass looking for Kluche, can't get it to him. Levi Harper scurries over, keeps the puck alive. Look at the hands on Harper. Down to the goal line, Kluche. Back up for Graydon Jones. Point shot, long rebound off the save by Robertson. This will be taken away by Doherty. Here comes Kevin Heath. Tries to curl around Graydon Jones. Somebody was offside. Doherty and Del Elche will look at the linesman. That could have been another dangerous chance. Headed back into Spirit real estate for the Ice Dogs. They have surged here in the second. Walty, we asked, what would the ideal start to the second period look like for them? I think we're looking at it.
Absolutely. We just saw a sick display of hands by both Harper and he there. I mean, nasty stuff.
There's a lot of talent on the ice here between these two hockey teams. Cooksey wins the neutral zone faceoff for Niagara. Reisnecker fires it in. Josh Glavin is there for Saginaw. Takes a check. This one will be followed on by Judd Noft. As it goes up the far side wall, Glavin taking his frustrations out on, I believe, Galliano. No, that's Cole Cooksey in front of the net. Valeris out of the Spirit corner. Monks, sharp angle try, shut down by Shurigan. Josh Glavin out of his own end. Onto the tape of Nick Sema. Liam Storch well offside and got an extra bump from Frolov for his troubles. 14-15 to go here in the second period. Liam Storch got Saginaw up on the board on Saturday night's contest. 19-year-old here in his 4th season with the team. One of several Michigan natives that Saginaw's got at their disposal here this year. Storch of Rochester Hills, Trevor Thoyer from Clarkston, Brody Papoy from Troy. And a little more jousting between Ryerson Edgar and Liam Storch. Smith and Sema not shying away from it either. Shatan and Reed on the faceoff. One back. Jones for Harper. Saginaw guns it back around. Storch off the wall, trying to move that puck towards the middle. Reed left it behind. Shatan for Sema. Can't get a shot off. Ice Dogs will steal. They attack 3 strong. Ryerson Edgar forces wide Graydon Jones. Nick Sema on the steal. Speed back for the Saginaw Spirit. Sema back for Storch. Has some room, walks in, and that goes off a body wide. Edgar on the bouncing puck. Taken into the wall heavily there by Saginaw's Levi Harper. Graydon Jones is on this, and he gets run from behind by Hayden Reed, and Jones is down. And Liam Storch and Miroslav Shatan come over to Reed, and Graydon Jones is yet to get up. Storch and Patterson going after one another, and now Miroslav Shatan comes over. It took an extra minute or two, but this was anticipated after that hit. We got to take a break. 13:35 to go in the second. Graydon Jones will be tended to. 2-2. We're back to Saginaw after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
When you're ready for checking that earns interest and gives you perks, Merc Perks Plus from Mercantile Bank is here. With a competitive interest rate and perks like travel services, cashback rewards, and identity protection, Merc Perks Plus has everything you need for your busy lifestyle. Merc Perks Plus also offers discounts on consumer loans and access to almost 40,000 fee-free MoneyPass ATMs. So when you're ready for perks, Merc is here. Learn more at mercbank.com/mercperksplus. Member FDIC.
This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW, Carlton, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.
Back inside the Dow Event Center. 2-2 between the Saginaw Spirit and the Niagara Ice Dogs. Just prior to the break, this was the hit from Hayden Reed on Braden Jones. Extracurriculars after, as Liam Storch gets locked up with Riley Patterson. Those two are in the box. Patterson and Storch are. Hayden Reed as well. And the conference of officials, I believe, is to determine the duration of Reed's penalty. Braden Jones back up. I believe he'll have a 2-minute minor for boarding, though nothing has been officially reported. And, of course, Hayden Reed is in the Ice Dog penalty box. Two minutes up on the scoreboard at center. So it should just be a minor penalty right now, Walty. I think that's what we're looking at. Well, the referees, Aaron Neely and Andrew Wilmotz, will have a conference. Not going to take too long, though. Boarding or a minor penalty, boarding or hitting from behind. Chris Lazary, I don't think, likes the fact that it's a 2 instead of a 5. But he's going to send out Carson Harmer's power play unit.
And Niagara's been great on the kill thus far. I mean, very aggressive penalty kill. They don't let Saginaw set up, and we'll see how she goes.
So Reed in the box. Point shot there from James Go is into the goaltender Robertson. Carson Harmer gets a rough ride afterwards. Nothing more. 5 seconds into Saginaw's third IBEW Local 557 power play. Gallianoff back to the Niagara bench. Faceoff goes to the boards. James Go stays on it. Off the wall, too far past Hanrahan. And it is a check from behind to Hayden Reed. Minor penalty. It's got a minute 40 seconds left on it. James Go back up through center. The drop pass picked up by Kluchik. Into the zone with speed. Dropped it off, picks it up himself. Here comes Kluchik looking in front there for Hanrahan. Wide and off the boards, taken by Harmer. Back to Hanrahan at the hash mark. Up top now it's James Go and then Jacob Kluche in the right wing circle. That one kicked out by Liam Spencer. And this chopped out the length of the ice by Kevin Heath. Stepan Shurigan lays it down for James Go. Some fresh bodies out for Niagara. Barabanov shifting wide past Monks. Bails out of the way of the hit from Zana. This one in front. Kluche can't get the shot off. This one reeled in and fired down. Taking care of that one was Callum Chanowski. Shurigan, got to be careful there against Ethan Zana. James Go, up for Barabanov. Into the zone with 45 on the power play. Pocket pick by Zana. Coming over to support was Gervais. They keep the puck alive. Off the wall, glove down by Barabanov. Kept that from going into the Saginaw bench. He's getting a rough ride right now at the offensive blue line, and the Ice Dogs send it down for Shurigan again. 30 to go on this power play. Saginaw's third of the game. Barabanov, the drop for Harper. Into the zone. Harper knocked down. Puck continues down the left side. Gervais can't get after it. Chanowski puts it into his midsection. Grayson Tiller on this for Niagara. Through the air it goes. Down and look out. Shurigan, it's on the goal line.
Oh, boy.
And he kept that one out of danger. A little bit closer than a lot would have liked for comfort there. Klepov gets taken into the boards. Reed's out of the box. Klepov keeps it alive. Levi Harper down in front of the net. Backhanded shot. Good save there by Robertson. Back at center it comes and into the Spirit end for Sebastian Gervais. Hayden Barch. Down the wing. Dropped off. Papoy the quick shot. That glanced off Grayson Tiller. Sebastian Gervais got to scurry back to the Spirit bench. This will be picked up here by Edgar. Into the offensive end. Now for Rafe Smith. Stood up by Hayden Barch. Puck can't be mined out by the stick of Brody Papoy. fishing is Miroslav Shatan as well. As we approach the midway point of the second period, Artem Frolov kept that alive and in the zone. Brody Popoy steals for Saginaw. Down the left wing, it's Klepov. Doubling back, top of the zone. Klepov keeps it alive. Dances into the circle, can't get a shot off. Klepov angles it off the boards. He gets cleaned out by Ryerson Edgar. Puck comes right back to him, though. Miroslav Shatan. Pocket pick by Edgar. Del Elche on the zone exit here for the Ice Dogs. Doherty and then Ray Smith. Closed off by Xander Valeris. Shatan moves this one over for Josh Glavin. Pass back to the near side. Popoy just inside the line. Knocked after, and this is Ryerson Edgar down the left wing. Halfway point of the period. Popoy on and off the tape of Trevor Thoyer. Forced wide and into the glass by Artem Frolov. Del Elche on the D-to-D pass. Fired back around. Graydon Jones, no worse for wear after the hit from Reed. A good spin there. As Zada tries to make his way in front of the net. Liam Spencer keeps things alive. Down the wall. Jacob Kluche can't get it out past Zada. Now here's Spencer giving Thoyer a rough ride. Puck comes back out into the neutral zone. Reisnicker off the wall for Spencer. Zada. Shoulders Graydon Jones. Left behind. Robrick trying to dance through James Go. Can't do it. Got to take the heat out of the hot kitchen there. Robrick again. Bouncing puck is stolen by Zada. Chance from a bad angle. Back in. Pass behind his own back. Can't get that one to Robrick. This one up top. Reisnicker. Long point shot into the glove and held. And a little bit more after between Zada and James Go. 9:09 left in this second period. It'll stay a tie hockey game. A little close for comfort there. Spirit did not convert on the power play. And on the clearing attempt, off the heel of the stick, one more touch, just on the goal line and rescued at the last second. Stepan Shurigan trying to stay calm under a tense moment there.
He didn't look too worried about it. I mean, he was calm, collected. Little toe drag off the red line, no big deal.
He's got 14 saves, or he's got 8 saves rather, in this hockey game. Charlie Robertson has the 14 stops so far. And again, for Robertson, his first start of the season, as the Ice Dogs figure out their goaltending situation. Vladislav Yermolenko, 31 saves in their home opening win against the Sudbury Wolves. 31 saves on 32 shots. He is not dressed tonight. So Matthew Humphreys is the backup. James Go is hit by Kevin He. Reed puts this one back in front. Off the far boards it goes. Knocked down by Jacob Kluche. Taken here for Ryan Hanrahan. Up into the skates of Reed. Glavin looking for Harmer. Tries to get past Chanowski. Carson Harmer spinning around in the corner. Chanowski cancels him out. This will be Kevin He with speed. Trying to get past Blake Barnes. Left the puck behind. Back in behind Shurigan's net. Dropped off for Xander Valeris. With 8 and some change here in the second period. Blake Barnes. Up the left side for Valeris. Bouncing puck. Taken away by Zada. That one off the hip of Hanrahan. Valeris is tied up there with Zada away from the puck. Shatan tries to one-hand this in. Chanowski forces him into the near boards. Frolov. Fluid tires. He's got Nick Sema on top of it. Liam Storch on it. Looking to turn something out of the corner. Sure, Storch a sharp angle try. That one not on goal. Blake Barnes drilled by Zada. And that'll be a penalty. And Saginaw to another IBEW Local 557 power play as Zada comes flying in to catch the shoulder of Blake Barnes.
I mean, with how aggressive Niagara's been on the kill, you got to anticipate, what they're going to do. And Saginaw just hasn't had any success just getting the puck set up. If you know they're going to be running at you, you just got to suck them over, and a little bump play is all they need to get possession.
Fourth IBEW Local 557 power play in the game for the Spirit. They've seen their 2-goal lead vanish here in this period. But they go to work again. Harper, shot blocked on its way through. In behind the net. Gervais for Klepov. Battling in front is Nick Sema. This pass is partially cut off. Cooksey couldn't kill it completely, and now this is Barabanov making some more room for himself. Give and go with Levi Harper. Barabanov. Harper again. Takes a shot. That off a light. Barabanov's got it. Couldn't pull the trigger. Away from Patterson. Gervais, then Harper. Left it behind. Finds Klepov into the bumper. Gervais trying to go back over. Tough play to make on his backhand. So Barabanov's going to have his pocket picked. It'll be a chance. Patterson shorthanded with Harper back. He's going to send that high over the crossbar. Spirit defenseman made it tough for him. Klepov for Barabanov. Klepov back in. Over into the circle. Right between the feet of Sebastian Gervais. Chanowski's on him, back in behind the net. Grayson Tillett rides up the stick of Sema. Harper keeps it alive. Back underneath it goes. Barabanov for Klepov. Takes a shot. Walked on its way through, loose in the paint, and it's right under the stick and right under the glove of the goaltender, Charlie Robertson. More between Gervais and the Niagara penalty killers. Good back check by Levi Harper to make that shorthanded chance difficult for Riley Patterson.
Yeah, well done by Harper, getting back, getting on his horse, stopping the scoring chance, at least making it a little bit harder for him. Tough penalty kill to figure out right now.
Carson Harmer wins it back for James Go with a little more than 50 seconds here on this power play. Harper. Carson Harmer back in behind the net. Levi Harper on the Spirit bench. Jacob Kluche away from Gallianov. This is Carson Harmer. Return pass to Kluche. Can't quite get it to go, so it's 2 against 2 in the corner. Precious penalty. Time is ticking away. Here comes James Go. A shot tipped there. Saved by Robertson. The rebound won't settle for Hanrahan. Hanrahan finds Kluche. Steps in. He scores! Welcome back to the lineup. Jacob Kluche on the power play. And it's 3-2.
What a shot. Finally, Saginaw able to capitalize on this power play. Just finally got some space, got it set up. And Kluche, just far side cheese right over the blocker.
Good work by Hanrahan to find that pass. Kluche's got to split 2 penalty killers and find that spot up over the blocker. Winnipeg Jets 7th rounder's got his first of the season. He's going to be a big part of this Spirit offense here this year. Patterson's going to clean out Sebastian Gervais. Ryan Robrick leaned into by Satan. Delalte from center. Shot back in behind Shurigan. This is Hayden Barks. Gets hit by Patterson. We'll talk with Hayden Barks coming up here in this second intermission. Throw long there against Gervais. Miroslav Satan waiting for that puck to come out. Trying to use that long range to get it away from Zana. Josh Glavin at the blue line. Over to Hayden Barks. Steps in, takes a shot, loose in front, right on the doorstep. Big save by Robertson to shut down Gervais from point blank. 5:18 to go here in the second period. The Ice Dogs came back to tie things. A Jacob Kluche power play goal is the difference maker right now. 3-2 Spirit. Back after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
From making athletic footwear stronger and lighter to powering the future of electric racing vehicles, material science and R&D are the MVPs of innovation. At Dow, we collaborate with customers and partners to tackle a wide range of sports product challenges with cutting-edge advancements in technology. Dow's innovations can help to improve performance and sustainability throughout the world of sports. Dow, at the intersection of sports and science.
Your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey is WSGW.
Now Event Center, 3-2. Saginaw's got the lead on a power play goal from Jacob Kluche. Dylan Clark alongside Brad Walsh. Walshy, tough not to talk about it coming into this game. The impact of getting Nick Sema, Jacob Kluche, Carson Harmer, Miroslav Satan, Hayden Barks back into the lineup. They've all had their presences felt in one way or another here in this game. Kluche's the most tangible as it comes in the form of a power play goal.
Yeah, he's happy to get that one. Second period, getting back, getting used to the speed of things out here, and good to see one go in for him.
Niksima cranks one not so far wide of the net. Ryan Hanrahan and James Go pick up the assists on the Jacob Cloutier power play goal. Sebastian Gervais might have a step here. 2-on-1. Takes a shot. Save Robertson. The rebound just hanging out in the paint as well. And it was Graydon Jones looking for that extra tap there. So he's going to have what is right now a pretty civil-looking discussion with Ivan Galyanov. Between Miroslav Shatan and some of the other Ice Dogs, maybe not as civil. But that is to be expected with 5:01 to go in the second period.
I like the play by Jervy there. Shooting the puck rather than, the 2-on-1 was being played pretty well. Surprised the goalie, tried to get a rebound.
I believe it was Galyanov who was the last guy back to tie up Graydon Jones there. Yeah, it was. So even if that rebound does get through a little bit more, Galyanov does well to tie up the stick of Jones. We'll have to drop this puck again as Reisnecker and Cloutier lock up. Ryan Hanrahan sliding into that left wing with Cloutier and Harmer. 2 assists now as he's in his third OHL game. A couple of grade A scoring chances last Saturday night, tonight as well for 88 and White. Graydon Jones, sharp angle try, looking to the back goal post. Carson Harmer can't get it to go. That caught Robertson by surprise. Back out at center it goes. Bouncing puck, chased down by Hanrahan. That one poked in front of the Spirit net by Doherty. A little more dangerous than it initially seemed. And here comes Cloutier again. Off the chip from Harmer. Galyanov comes back, tries to hold off Hanrahan. And this one around. Liam Spencer, chipped back out by Kevin He. Jones has Doherty on him. Rolling puck. 2 Ice Dogs come in. Kevin He nearly cleaned out Graydon Jones, but Carson Harmer's on this the other direction. Hanrahan trying to go back in front for him. Pass a little bit too far, and a turning shot right into the glove of Robertson. Jacob Cloutier's got to bail out at the last second. He's surrounded by red sweaters right now. And so nothing more than maybe a stick between the ankles. 4:16 to go in the period. Really nice feed there. As I believe it was Hanrahan trying to find Carson Harmer on that zone entry. .416 to go in the second. Looks like Liam Storch is going to join Barabanov and Klepov here. Ethan Zada will likely take this defensive zone faceoff here for the Ice Dogs. 4 for 9 from the circle as it currently stands. He locks up with Barabanov. He's not going to stay in this faceoff for very much longer. Barabanov, I believe, is getting waved out here. So it's Klepov's turn. This one back in behind the Niagara net. Robrick had the game's equalizer earlier in this period. Not the case anymore. Frolov for Zada, nearly sweeping that in front. Barabanov does whatever he can to lay down on that. Could have been an easy tap-in chance for Riley Patterson there. As Klepov has this just off the top edge of the glass, and it stays alive. Artem Frolov back in behind the Niagara goal. Puck bounces over the stick of Robrick. James Go over to Valeris. Liam Storch gets it through. Barabanov looking for Klepov. They've linked up twice in this game. Klepov, Go, point shot, blocker save. Robertson comes back to him, and Barabanov getting the stick up high there from Frolov. Robertson shaking off that bump there from Barabanov. And more after that with 3:34 here in this second period to be expected. A little flyby from Barabanov, and Frolov almost got that stick up into the teeth.
Right.
Oh, Barabanov right there with the right skate. Stick up high. .334 to go in the second. Everybody's getting their shots in on either side here. Sebastian Gervais on the wing for Miroslav Shatan right now. And Gervais 11 for 12 from the faceoff circle here in this game, and he's going to poke that one just wide while falling. Nick Sema has to chase it down high for Saginaw. Levi Harper on the cross-ice pass. His shot off the leg of Chanowski. Miroslav Shatan Pass across. Settled by Nick Sema. Monks is on him. Sema for Harper. Approaching the final 3 minutes of the second. Here comes Harper. Down the wing, a shot, and a good save by Robertson. Harper gets the stick involved, and he gets ready because he knows two Ice Dogs are going to come up to him after that. Pushed back and forth a little bit, but nothing more. 3:06 to go in the second period. It's always the East versus West matchup that you don't really expect. That always gets just a little bit icier than some of the others. And again, we are 6 days removed from Flint versus Saginaw, and we have a penalty on this one. Levi Harper has taken a penalty for that extra chop there. And you know what? I got to imagine if Barabanov doesn't have that little flyby on Robertson a couple of moments before, I don't know that ends up being a penalty for Levi Harper. But, of course, that is speculation, and the fact of the matter is Saginaw to a Stormmaster Exteriors penalty kill and a one-time shot off the outside of the cage from distance off the stick of Ethan Zada. Puck in front of the Niagara bench. Chance to tie things up late in the second period. There's Doherty. Lays it back in. Slashing penalty to Levi Harper. Niagara just their second power play chance of the game. Doherty's passes across. Roadbreak looking for the backdoor tap in. They've got it. Ethan Zada right on the goalpost. Had a small window of opportunity to work with. He does what he can. Power play goal to tie things up at 3. 2:30 left in the second period.
Good execution by Niagara. They're getting Gervais running around in the zone, which he had to. I mean, they just spread him out pretty good and easy tap in back door.
So back-to-back power play goals. Saginaw up 3-2. Ice Dogs tie it at 3 aside. Just their 11th shot of the hockey game as we make our way down towards the end of period 2. Robert's got his second point of the night on that assist for the equalizer. Zada's first of the year in his first game back from NHL camp. Jones for Kluche. Pushed back in. This is Grayson Tiller. Gloved down by Saginaw's James Go. Kluche poked away. To the near wall, Kluche pursues. Janowski puts him into the boards. The puck is underneath 42 somewhere. Hanrahan trying to pull it back out. So is Patterson, but Hanrahan's got it for the Spirit. Trying to push that back in front. Hanrahan, the switch with James Go. Cross-ice pass at waist level. Taken off the wall by Ryerson Edgar, and Hanrahan intercepts what could have been a home run pass back for Kevin Heat. Now it's a chance the other way. Reeled back in by Janowski. And now Kevin Heat gloves it down to himself. Had to slow down for a second. Reeled back in by Graydon Jones. Up for Carson Harmer. Now Kluche. 2-on-1. Kluche takes a shot off the post. Stays out of the net. It's loose in the blue paint. The goaltender didn't know where it was. And the Ice Dog defenders rescue. Riley Patterson back in. Takes a shot into the glove of Stepan Shurigan. And a game of inches, my goodness. 1:22 left in the period. It stays barely a 3-3 game.
Well, Charlie Robertson just gave the post a high five there.
Kluche's chance, and you know what? He gets a little bit of a break up there from Grayson Tiller. Good work defensively to make that shot a little tougher. Off the post, off the backside, and he sweeps that left leg through. Good work there by Robertson. That's a heads-up play. You're playing off field. And he did what he had to do to keep it out of the net. Nikita Klepov, an intercept in the offensive zone. Hayden Bartz just got to keep that in and did not. Off the back edge of the line. 1:05 to go here in the second. And they're going to show that replay here in the building again. Let's take a look at that overhead one more time. And so everybody can appreciate the timing of that left leg sweep there by Robertson. If it's any earlier or any later, the puck is probably in the back of the net. Right out of danger. Here come the Ice Dogs back in. Zada over. Looking for the one-timer from Robrick. And rolls up his stick. Chance back in front. Loose puck. And now we've got another stoppage as the goalpost has been dislodged by the leg of Stepan Shurigan or somebody else. 52.9 to go in the second. Another offensive zone face-off here for Ethan Zana. As he's just a couple of minutes removed from tying this game at 3. We'll have Barabanov waved out here. As Hayden Bartz looks on again, we'll chat with Hayden Bartz coming up in this second intermission report. Talk about Nashville Predators rookie camp. Talk about his first full season in the Ontario Hockey League. And, yep, playing across the ice from your dad. A little strange. As Monks, a save there by Shurigan. Maybe strange, not the best word. Unusual. Not an experience that most guys get to have. Being out there on an OHL sheet and having your dad on the other bench. Well, I'm sure Hayden and Chris are both a little bit more preoccupied with the task in front of themselves right now. 47.7 to go. Off the draw, Del Elche. Back off the wall, Patterson. Run through by Josh Glavin. Del Elche spun back in. Zada's on this, back in behind the Spirit net. Chatan trying to keep him there. Robrick off the boards. In front, Patterson. Turnaround chance. That one broken up by Glavin. And frozen by Stepan Shurigan. Chatan and Zada untangled from one another just on top of the blue paint. 30.9 to go. Some more fresh bodies here. You'd like to say for the last face-off of the period, but it's maybe a little early to say with how the last handful have gone. D-zone face-off, handled by the Spirit. Niksima knocked into the wall by Doherty. Gervais back in behind. This one up the far wall. Move back around past Gervais with 17 to go. James Go tries to get through. Sees the ice. That one skipped off the skate. And this one fired into the crowd. And a delay of game penalty is upcoming to the Niagara captain, Kevin He, with 10.7 left in the second. May have just rolled up on him at the last moment. Puck on edge as he takes a swipe. So a delay of game call will send Saginaw to its 5th IBEW Local 557 power play. Just a moment here to do something about it before the end of the period. Barabanov for Harper. Walks in, takes a shot. That gets blocked by Patterson. Ice Dogs could get something done here with 3 seconds left. Short-handed, 2-on-0. Patterson is out, and they score! At the end of the period, 0.5 of a second left. Short-handed, Zana makes it 4-3.
Big moment out of Niagara. I mean, gosh, you wouldn't have thought he had enough time to get down the ice, but they turned on the Jets, and 2-0, that's tough to defend against.
Patterson is Zada. Shurigan, not a lot of chance there to make that stop. So instead of taking advantage here at the end of the second, things go a little bit differently. And the Niagara Ice Dogs on that shorthanded goal. Patterson gets the assist. It's Zada's second of the game. They're going to take a 4-3 lead here into the second intermission. We'll take a break. When we come back, Hayden Bartz, Spirit defenseman in his second OHL season. He's going to join us down from ice level. We're back after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
When you choose Garber Chevrolet in Chesaning for your vehicle purchase, you become a partner in helping local organizations better the lives of thousands. And your new vehicle doesn't cost you a penny more with Garber's low price guarantee. See Garber Chevrolet in Chesaning and get a better payment on a new Chevy Silverado, Equinox, or Traverse. The relentless pursuit of better. That's Garber Chevrolet Buick, M57 near M52 in Chesaning. Online, GarberChevroletBuick.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Contact State Farm agent Chris Barrios to create your personal price plan today.
Disability Network Mid-Michigan promotes and encourages independence for all people with disabilities. Our vision is to create accessible and inclusive communities where everyone has opportunities to live the life they choose. Whether you're looking for a job, skills to become self-sufficient, trying to find the right assistive technology, or know someone who wants to move out of a nursing facility, we are here for you. Contact Disability Network Mid-Michigan today, the disability experts in your community.
Are you looking to make a sweet change in your career? Plant your career with Michigan Sugar Company. Michigan Sugar Company is now hiring STEM, skilled trades, maintenance, and general labor roles at their Bay City, Carroll, Croswell, and Seaboing factories. Visit michigansugar.com/careers for a full list of available roles and to start your application today. Michigan Sugar Company, making life sweeter since 1906.
Mi Gente on Air.
Unity is now more important than ever. I'm your host, Larry Rodarte. Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson joins me this week in regard to his call to stand united as Americans and do something to walk down this path. Join us.
Mi Gente on Air, Saturday mornings at 5 and Sunday evenings at 8 on WSGW and online at WSGW.com. Your region, your team. You're listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSGW.
But right now, down at ice level, Spirit defenseman Hayden Barch joins us, and Hayden will get the obvious question out of the way early. You're in a unique position. What's it like going through an OHL contest where you got Dad on the other bench there?
Yeah, it's definitely a surreal experience seeing him on the bench. I think it creates like friendly competition in a way. He's definitely been chirping me a bit on the phone, but yeah, we just it's funny seeing him up on the bench. Definitely.
Now, everybody's a little different. Some guys text their dad on game day. Some guys stay away from it. Have you guys changed that routine at all, at least for today, or has it just been business as usual?
I have not texted him today.
Well, you're fresh back from Nashville Predators camp, first NHL rookie camp for you. I know you got some experience at development camp with Toronto a couple of months ago, but how was it, your first experience here with the Nashville Predators?
It was great. Definitely faster pace. It was a good experience, especially coming back here and bringing what I've learned back to the Spirit. It was awesome.
And you didn't have any direct game overlap with Joey Willis in your time here. Obviously, you probably would have skated with him in development camp and training camp here. But how much crossover did you have with Joey Willis at Predators camp this year, if any?
I played with him one scrimmage in training camp, and he's a good guy. We talked about how the Spirit's looking this year. It was great.
Well, you got 27 games on your belt last season. Going to be more of a mainstay here in your second OHL season. How was the process for you kind of getting acclimated last year, and what are you looking to improve on this year?
Last year was a great experience, especially coming into this year. My goal this year is being more of a leader for the younger guys, and just looking to build on last year.
Well, Hayden, you got a minute 50 seconds of power play time to come out here in the third period. Tough to see a shorthanded one go in at the end of that frame, but what are you looking to accomplish here? What are you looking to pull off in the third?
Well, we have to capitalize on this power play, tie the game up, and hopefully pot a couple more.
Hayden, appreciate the time. Good luck in period 3.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's Spirit defenseman Hayden Barch. 4-3 the score. Motivated going into the third for sure. And again, a unique situation for Hayden Barch here in this game. We'll take a break. Brad Walsh rejoins us. We'll go back through some highlights coming up after this here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
At My Michigan Health, we are committed to our purpose of creating healthy communities together each and every day. It is an honor to serve our neighbors by improving access to care, investing in local organizations and initiatives, identifying and addressing the needs of our communities, and working alongside students seeking a future in healthcare. Together, we can build healthier communities for today and long into tomorrow. My Michigan Health, your go-to place. Learn more about us at mymichigan.org.
Looking for the perfect place for your loved one to thrive? At Traditions of Saginaw, we offer comfort, care, and community. It's a senior living hat trick. Whether it's enjoying delicious, chef-prepared meals, personalized support, or fun events, Traditions of Saginaw feels like home. Schedule your tour today and see why families trust us for peace of mind and vibrant living. Learn more at traditionsofsaginaw.com or call to schedule a tour today. Traditions of Saginaw. Welcome home.
It takes each of us to make Saginaw a place we're proud to call home. Since 1984, Saginaw Community Foundation has helped build and strengthen Saginaw County by bringing together people and resources to make a difference. We're a one-stop shop for giving, building endowments, grant-making, and community leadership. Visit SaginawFoundation.org today to learn more about how you can help support your community. Saginaw Community Foundation, building a flourishing community for all, for good, forever.
Find space at Frankenmuth Spring Hill Suites, where you can savor your time away with the little extras that are included. Each studio suite features extra room to spread out when on the road with your family or your team. Airy beds are piled high with pillows for that little bit of extra comfort. And an innovative 3-in-1 trundle sofa provides even more sleeping options. Book your next stay at Spring Hill Suites by Marriott, where every room is more than a room.
It's time for your intermission report from the Town Place Suites by Marriott broadcast booth. Here's Dylan Clark.
Not the case. We get a look back at some of our highlights in that second period. Saginaw carried a 2-0 lead into it. A fortunate bounce got things started. Hayden Reed, his first goal of the season, back in a Niagara uniform. That would make it 2-1, and then a tap in on the back door from Ryan Robrick at 2-2. Saginaw gets some power play luck to finally go. Jacob Cloutier able to thread the needle between a couple of penalty killers and up over the shoulder of Robertson. That power play marker made it 3-2. Ice Dogs would get to go to work on a power play of their own. Little backdoor tap in. Ethan Zada stationed right on the goalpost. And the Spirit thought a power play opportunity might mean a 4-3 lead for them at the end of the period. Shorthanded 2-0. Patterson able to find Zada. They put it in the back of the net. Niagara makes it 4-3. Things could have been even more different. Stepan Shurigan rescues one off the goal line on the Spirit side of things. A little frustrated with himself there. And Charlie Robertson with a bit of a close call of his own as we get the overhead, which tells the more complete story there. We get one for Robertson as well. Goal post, little bit of luck, sweep out with the back leg, and his defensemen take care of the rest. It's 4-3. That could very much not be the case right now had it not been for some solid play otherwise. Some Raymond stats here through the 40-minute mark. 10-9, Saginaw out shooting Niagara in that frame, 22-14 on the game. Ice Dogs have converted on the power play. Spirit have converted on the power play. But they are down going into the third, and we bring you back up inside the Town Place Suites by Marriott broadcast booth. Dylan Clark with Brad Walsh. And Walsh, we just talked to Hayden Barch about it. Got to shake off that late shorthanded goal to reset the mind here for the third period. But easier said than done in that final 0.5 of a second.
Right, you can't ignore the fact that's got to sting. You know, half a second left, and but the positive, you got 1:50 left on the power play, so it's a big opportunity for Saginaw to get that one back quick.
The Spirit have had 5, or this is, I should say, their 5th power play rep of the game, and each one you've seen the puck movement has gotten better and better, quicker and quicker. Gervais in the bumper, Levi Harper up top. It's a lot to lead and to quarterback an OHL power play in your rookie season at 16 years of age. Seen some of the moves that Harper's made. He doesn't look out of place.
Right, and it's been very different. I mean, last weekend Flint played it totally different. I mean, letting Saginaw keep it to the outside, where Niagara, they're going, 50-50, if that. They're going for it. They're being aggressive, and they're going to try to, not let Saginaw get settled in, find those lanes, be comfortable, and they've been successful so far.
We're seeing the physicality turn up in the second period. Again, we kind of touched on it a little bit. There are a lot of divisional games in this OHL schedule, and you don't see the Eastern Conference folks too very often, but it always seems like things are a little bit extra nasty with every once in a while. One of the East teams that comes through, there's some dislike for each other right now. It's going to make for some good hockey in the third period.
Yeah, you got to love it. I mean, gosh, you only see these guys a couple times a year, so you definitely want to, make an impact. And, I'm sure a couple buddies in the summer, you play them 4 times a season. You want to let them know and come out with a win here.
And coming out here for the third period again, we've seen the new guys coming back from NHL camp, some different line combinations going through, but the most consistent one I think that we've seen is probably that top line, Gervais, Klepov, Barabanov. They had the magic going early on in the first period. They got to get it going again in the third.
Yeah, just get those guys with the puck with some space or speed coming through the middle. It's the skills come so far. A 2-on-1 seems automatic at this point with those two. So, get up ice. Hopefully capitalize on this power play. But 5-on-5, just keep the speed moving, keep the feet moving, and create offense.
Niagara has gotten themselves a 4-3 lead off that shorthanded goal. Ethan Zahn and Riley Patterson have had their fingerprints all over this game. They've got the difference maker right now. Saginaw, minute 50 seconds left on the Kevin He delay of game penalty when they come back to start the third period. We take a break. We take a look around the rest of the OHL. Your out-of-town scoreboard before we start the third period is up after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Did you know the University of Michigan Flint is the fastest growing public university in the state? How do we do it? Access to top-ranked degree programs and one of the largest alumni networks. Access to small class sizes with renowned U of M professors. And access to the Go Blue free tuition guarantee. Because sometimes in life where you're going depends on where you go. Learn more about our growth at uofmflint.edu.
Looking for an easier way to travel? Fly from MBS International Airport, conveniently located in the heart of the Great Lakes Bay region. No long lines, simple to get around, and for the best deals, always book directly at mbsairport.org, with Delta and United providing access to wherever you want to fly. MBS is putting the world right outside your door. MBS International Airport. Save time and money and fly from nearby. Visit mbsairport.org.
When you go Great Lakes Bay in Michigan, you can lose yourself in nature and find yourself at peace. Wash away your cares on calm waters. Dip your paddles, set sail, or wander a while on scenic trails. Savor authentic local flavors, crafted by passionate chefs and made possible by the hands of our hardworking farmers. There are moments of pure greatness all around if we linger long enough to soak them in. Find yours at gogreat.com.
Yeah, I know. It's officially still winter out there, but that doesn't mean you can't have fun in the sun. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea knows how to turn up your day drinking fun all year long. I mean, there's even a sun on those bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea is made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol, which goes down smooth. So whether you're knee-deep in snow or making footprints in the sand, be sure to look for Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea in the bright yellow cans. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Hi, this is Sebastian Gervais, and you're listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 WSGW.
Third period, we take a look around the OHL. It's your out-of-town scoreboard. Presented here by Buffalo Wild Wings. 1-1 between the Erie Otters and Kitchener Rangers. Hayden Ellis has the equalizer for the Rangers on home ice. London up 1-0 still against the Brampton Steelheads. The Jared Woolley tally is the difference maker going into the third. 2-0 Ottawa up on North Bay. The Sioux Greyhounds visiting the Kingston Frontenacs, up 4-3 at Slush Puppy Place. Brady T. Smith has the go-ahead goal right now after a pair of markers from Jordan Sharon and one from Noah Louse. Jacob Battaglia, Landon Wright, and Tyler Hopkins have the three for Kingston. 5-1, Sarnia over the Sudbury Wolves. They've broken away. Liam Beamish, Ryan Brown, and Jacob Reese have all found the back of the net since we last conferred for our out-of-town scoreboard. Hudson Chitteroni has just recently gotten the Sudbury Wolves on the scoreboard, and up 5-1 are the Oshawa Generals over the Guelph Storm. Luke Posthumus, Owen Griffin, and Jalen Lobo have added on goals for Oshawa. And again, Guelph outshooting the Generals 33-18 as it currently stands. And again, it's going to be potentially an unhappy Guelph Storm team to come here and visit the Saginaw Spirit tomorrow night at 7:05. And again, NHL preseasons are wrapping up. They're getting into full swing here right now, and a couple of players that the Spirit fans would certainly have eyes on. Tristan Lennox and the New York Islanders are in action tonight. Cole Perfetti, of course, probably not in action with the Winnipeg Jets, but the Vegas and San Jose matchup coming up at 10 o'clock, that's going to have some Spirit implications. Matias Shapovalov for the Vegas Golden Knights, Michael Neese and Igor Chernishaw potentially drawing in for the San Jose Sharks. Your out-of-town scoreboard and a little bit more brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. 4-3. The Ice Dogs have the lead going into the third off of a shorthanded goal. How will the Spirit respond? They've got a minute 50 seconds of power play time to figure it out to start the third period. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back. Third period action after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
When you choose Garber Buick for your vehicle purchase, you become a partner in helping local organizations better the lives of thousands. Together, we're able to make a difference, generously giving back to our community since 1907. And your new Buick doesn't cost you a penny more with Garber's low price guarantee. Get a better price, plus help better things happen. Discover how you'll do better at America's oldest Buick dealership, Garber Buick, State Street in Saginaw. Online, garberbuick.com.
In hockey, every play counts, and retirement's no different. At McIntosh and Associates, we're your financial line mates, helping you skate through the tough stuff: taxes, healthcare, income planning, and more. You bring the goals. We'll help set up the assist. Schedule your visit at wealthmichigan.com or call 989-692-2200. Retirement made clear, with a team that plays to win.
Prost Wine Bar and Charcuterie now has 2 buzzing locations to enjoy. Visit us in downtown Frankenmuth or in uptown Bay City. We offer a full bar, menu, and memorable atmosphere. Walk-ins are always welcome, and Bay City is now accepting reservations online at prostwinebar.com. Open 7 days a week. Make Prost Wine Bar in Frankenmuth or uptown Bay City your destination for great wine and even better times.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Contact State Farm agent Kathy Taffel to create your personal price plan today.
This is Christiana Malagata, your host of That's What She Said. This week, I'm talking with a recovering perfectionist who's working on uplifting everyone in her community. Bridget Gransden talks about setting goals, accepting help, and working within your strengths. Tune in.
That's What She Said with Christiana Malagata. Saturday mornings at 8 and Sunday evenings at 6 on WSGW and online at WSGW.com.
This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW, Carlton, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.
They are up 4-3. The Spirit, a minute 50 seconds of power play time to try and get themselves back into this one after a Kevin He delay game penalty. Delta College opening face-off for the third. James Go for Jacob Kluge. 1 power play goal in this game already. Harper back off from Hanrahan. Carson Harmer can't get that one away from Riley Patterson. Liam Stortz can put him heavily into the glass. James Go on a rolling puck. The drop back is for Jacob Kluche. Tries to split Zada and Grayson Tiller. Kluche off the wall, rims it around. Carson Harmer over to James Go. Harmer again. Walking in, swept over. Kluche in the circle, thinks better of it. James Go. Kluche, top of the right circle, back across. Too high for Hanrahan. Swept off the wall and under Harmer in front, looking for Liam Storch. And Niagara will clear. Step on Shurigan out to play the puck. Harmer back for Harper. Barabanov as the top power play unit comes out again. Cut towards the middle. Barabanov into the zone. Gervais occupies the lane, creates some space for him. Barabanov the drop back. Levi Harper. 35 on the power play. Saginaw's 5th of the game. Barabanov, Harper again. Klepov back up top. They'll drop things off or think better. Klepov near side. Barabanov in for the shot and a blocker save by Robertson. Gervais is on this. Barabanov kept alive. No, it's knocked away. Now back the other way on an opportunity. This will be Cooksey shorthanded, headed towards the net. Can't get a shot away and shovels one wide on the backhand. 10 seconds left on the Spirit power play. Nikita Klepov tries to get through Grayson Tiller. This one off the glass and out past the glove of Levi Harper. Out of the box, Kevin He. Another delayed penalty coming. Now Shurigan's going to head to the net, or head to the bench rather. Puck finally touched up here by Grayson Tiller, and it's going to be a too many men on the ice penalty coming up to the Niagara Ice Dogs with 17:58 to go in this third period. Right back to the power play, presented by IBEW Local 557. Go to Saginaw Spirit. And they get a break here to start the third.
They get more and more important the longer we go. I mean, just figuring out this penalty kill and trying to get this game tied up. Saginaw's got to be a little bit more urgent here.
Sixth chance of the game for the Spirit power play. Sean Doherty is over to serve it. And so the Harmer power play unit can come back out and win the faceoff back. James Go. Now it's Hanrahan. Takes a shot. Tipped in front. Saving it. Swatted out of the air at the last second. Rebound. Put back in front. They score! Carson Harmer is back. And he's tied the game at 4.
Well, we saw him score there a lot last year, right in front of the net. He's tough to move off the puck, and good on Saginaw. They had a couple chances there, kept whacking at it. And Harmer, he's just tough to move in front. Made a play. Tie game.
Liam Storch keeps that puck alive for Klepov. It's that short little pass in front. If Storch doesn't have that soft touch, doesn't make its way back in front. A little behind the back. Right back they go. Nikita Klepov has the other helper. Saginaw has tied the game. They were given another opportunity. They made the most of it. Back in for Harmer as he gets hit. Robrick trying to steal here for Niagara. Josh Glavin can't get that out of a dangerous area. A long trip back from Utah. Well worth it for Carson Harmer. Attended Mammoth training camp as a free agent invite. This one down for an icing as Del Elche will touch things up. 17:26 to go here in the third. 3-point night again for Nikita Klepov. Give him 6 points here in his third game in a Spirit uniform. Josh Glavin out of the defensive zone, trying to feed Hanrahan off the boards. Hanrahan beats out the icing, though. Here's some stick wax by Frolov. Frolov comes away with it. Barabanov forces a turnover. Kluche in front, just past the stick of Hanrahan. Glavin, shot, knocked in front. Turnaround chance by Kluche, sent wide. Hayden Barch, there for Barabanov. 3 and some change gone here in the third. Barabanov taken down. Ice Dogs will clear. Barch does what he can to keep it in front of him. Robrick, soft touch to keep play going, and that one just reached out and knocked into the Spirit bench by Saginaw's Josh Glavin. Stoppage in a face-off that comes just outside the Spirit blue line. Sebastian Gervais to take this face-off. 12 for 15 here in the game. No dice on that one. Lesnicker. Over for Spencer and then Smith. Ice Dogs find that off the foot of the line. It's going to be a scoring chance and a good save there by Shurigan. As Edgar and Hayden Reed nearly take advantage of another fortunate bounce. Stepan Shurigan there to make the save. 16:38 to go here in this third period. It stays a 4-4 game.
Good soccer pass by the liney there. Things happen in hockey. You got to use everything.
Gervais against Hayden Reed. Gervais kicks it back there for Xander Valeris. Speed out of the zone, drops it off. Barabanov. Taken into the boards by Ryerson Edgar. This is Reed back in behind the Ice Dog net. Spencer to the air. Edgar kicks after that one. That'll wave off the icing. Valeris has to get back for Saginaw. Off the wall go, turned up Klepov. 2 goals and a helper here tonight. That helper on the equalizer from Carson Harmer. Gervais has this now for the Spirit. Not much in the way of room. Reisnecker made sure of that. This one off the glass. Gervais keeps it in. Klepov taken away by Edgar. 2 against 2. 4 against 3. That could have turned into. Barabanov, almost a 2-on-1, but they are offside. As one of the Ice Dogs was trying to scurry back to the bench and avoid what would have been another too many men on the ice penalty. 15:54 to go here in the third. Miroslav Shatan in the neutral zone face-off again against Ivan Gallianov. Liam Storch sees that taken away by Sean Doherty. Glavin and Levi Harper. Shatan again. Back up, right side, Nick Sema. Tries to sidestep the hit from Gallianov. Grayson Tiller up the boards. Kevin Heed, glass, but not out. Levi Harper to keep it in front of himself. Tries to keep it going. Turning puck. This one picked up by Sema. Stick around the hands there from Chanowski. Into the corner again. Storch. Nobody can come away cleanly with it. Now it'll be turned towards the middle by Gallianov. Pass just knocked aside by Levi Harper. Storch moves the puck to Miroslav Shatan. Tries to make a nice move. Shatan to the net, and that one just sent wide. And it is up and out of play. 15:08 to go. Nifty moves by 43 in white.
Yeah, you don't see hands like that from a guy listed, 6'6", 6'5", 6'6", dancing around people. That was pretty impressive.
Right through the triangle on the defender, Grayson Tiller. 6'7", Miroslav Shatan. I would imagine that there has to be a plug at the end of that stick. I don't know if there are stock ones that come quite that size. Ryan Hanrahan to keep things alive. Back underneath it goes for Jacob Kluche. Del Elche. Drop back off away from Hanrahan. This is Frolov. Ice Dogs will try to move out the other side. Hanrahan disrupted that. James Go fires that one off a body. Harmer over. Kluche, right wing circle. That one fought off by Robertson. And out of play. 14:41 to go in the third. And if this second line for Saginaw has done anything all night long, it is extend offensive zone possessions, just like they did there. Great work by James Go to seal off the blue line. A bouncing puck goes off of Hanrahan. And just as everybody thought Niagara was headed the other direction, Saginaw's got a shot on goal and a pretty good one. Ice Dogs will clear after this D-zone face-off. Down for an icing. Won't move the clock very much. We'll head back and do it all over again. We talked about all the trades that the Niagara Ice Dogs had made this year, or at least in the offseason. 7 in this offseason alone. And that does include that September 19th trade with the Flint Firebirds that brought Hayden Reed back. And potentially the biggest one of the offseason was the Riley Patterson edition. Liam Spencer, who's locked up with Klepov right now, he was a summer ad from the London Knights. On this puck right now, and finds Reisnecker. Their first-round pick in this year's import draft for the Niagara Ice Dogs. Gallianov is on Klepov. James Go. Bump into space. Graydon Jones occupies it. Hanrahan a little trouble with the pass, headed back the other direction. Here comes Kevin Heed trying to get wide on James Go. He a backhand shot. Great save by Shurigan. Hanrahan up for Klepov. Barabanov joins him. Not sure if they want to cross paths or not. Here comes Klepov dropping it back. That one read nicely by Monks. On it now is Hanrahan. Down to the goal line. Backhanded pass kicked out by the left leg of Ben Reisnecker. Ryan Robrick hauls down with Barabanov. And this one sent back in behind. Step on Shurigan's net again. Barabanov and Robrick continue to joust. Janowski's got Barabanov. And a little bit more with 13:36 to go here in regulation. We'll see if the penalty box door is going to swing open at any point here in the next couple of minutes. Reisnecker and Bart's locked up. Barabanov not letting go of Chanowski. And finally, I think everybody will be separated. And we're going to separate from you here for a second, but we'll be back. 13:36 left. Third period, tie game. Why would you go anywhere? Back after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
At My Michigan Health, we are committed to our purpose of creating healthy communities together each and every day. It is an honor to serve our neighbors by improving access to care, investing in local organizations and initiatives, identifying and addressing the needs of our communities, and working alongside students seeking a future in healthcare. Together, we can build healthier communities for today and long into tomorrow. My Michigan Health, your go-to place. Learn more about us at mymichigan.org.
This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW, Carlton, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.
Back inside the Dow Event Center. Tie hockey game. We'll have some offsetting minor penalties. Barabanov for the Spirit here with 13:36 to go in regulation. Robrick for Niagara. After that little skirmish just in the neutral zone. And so 4-on-4 yet again here in the late stages of this game. Jacob Kluche to take the face-off with Carson Harmer, Braden Jones, and Levi Harper waiting at the points. Harper for Jones. Lots of room. Takes a shot. Fought off by Roberts in the rebound and settled down. And into the corner it goes. Kluche to Jones. Kluche again. Tripped up. Penalty coming. Delayed call as there goes Shurigan. Touched up back and behind the Niagara goal, and a tripping call is going to send Saginaw to its 7th IBEW Local 557 power play.
It's a big moment for Saginaw. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, you really can't be aggressive on a 4-on-3. There's too much ice, and if there's a chance to take the lead here, this would be a good time to do it.
Minute 45 seconds at 4 against 3. The forwards stay the same for the Spirit. The defensemen will change. Jones and Harper come off. Nikita Klepov, another forward, is on with James Go. Grayson Tiller, Callum Chanowski, and Riley Patterson, the penalty killers for Chris Barch. James Go for Nikita Klepov. Near side, Kluche, one-timer. That one worn by Grayson Tiller. Rebound to the corner. Carson Harmer. Jacob Kluche. That one rolls off his tape. Go back for him. Cross ice Klepov. Trying to put it in front, looking for Harman. That one off the skate of Chanowski. Grayson Tiller now. Around the wall. Klepov can't get there in time. It'll skip up the boards. Shurigan out to play it on his backhand. Drop it off there for Jacob Kluche. He's got a full head of steam. Looking to use it down the right side. Kluche breezes into the offensive zone. Drops the puck back. James Go. Carson Harmer. At the top of the zone. Klepov in his usual spot. Now Jacob Kluche. Klepov again. Off the boards. Halfway through the Spirit power play. James Go back over for Klepov. Chanowski nearly stole it. Klepov, that one stolen away by Zada. Does he have another shorthanded opportunity in him as Klepov is the last man back for the Spirit? Zada draws a penalty. Shurigan makes the save. And it's a holding call against Nikita Klepov. That'll wash out the Spirit power play chance.
Zada's been an impact player tonight. No wonder why Tampa yanked that guy. He's been all over the ice, all over the stat sheet.
Second round pick by the Tampa Bay Lightning this past summer. Ethan Zada, 2 goals in the game, an assist. Draws a very timely penalty out of Nikita Klepov for holding. And so there goes Saginaw's power play opportunity of the game. That was number 7. So 3-on-3 here in regulation. Zada just barely saw that puck come outside the zone. Offside. We go back into the neutral zone for this faceoff. So 29 seconds on the offsetting minors to Robrek and Barabanov. They'll be out. That'll set us to 4-on-4. And then 44 seconds later, Ivan Galyanov will come out of the box. That'll put the Ice Dogs back on the power play. Kevin Heath for Frolov. He for Patterson now. Just inside the line. Trying to shake away from Josh Glavin. Patterson, Frolov. They don't like it. They're back into the neutral zone. Kevin He tries to get some speed going. Can't get around Sebastian Gervais. 2 players out for either team of the penalty box. Kevin He jammed up there by Sebastian Gervais. Play continues. He near side. Frolov nearly got lost in the shuffle. Puck too far behind him. Patterson center point. With Glavin in front of him. Out of the box is Gallienhoff. Ice Dogs on the power play for a minute and some change. Robrick drops it off. Zada, who drew the penalty. Might draw another one here out of Sebastian Gervais if he's not careful. Patterson pushed up the wall. Not hard on that puck. Gervais going to poke it. Short-handed 2-on-1 back with Barabanov. Gervais to Barabanov in front. Waits it off the cuff of the glove. Great save made by Robertson. Back behind the net it goes. Robrick. As now Gervais going to try to head back to the Spirit bench. He and Barabanov come off. Sema and Shatan are on. 34 on the PK for the Spirit. Patterson's in. Barch ties up Zada. Gets the clear. Kevin He is off for the Niagara Ice Dogs. Spectacular save by Charlie Robertson on that odd man break shorthanded. Miroslav Shatan's without a stick right now. He's got to go get another one. Edgar's in. Robrick. 9 on the power play. Gets a chance here. Edgar, the rising shot. That didn't miss by much on the glove hand side of Shurigan. But it rides the glass all the way out. Klepov is out of the box. Spirit have killed it off. The stick of Miroslav Shatan was a part of the play until a moment ago. Halfway point of the period. Reed down the wing. 1 goal already in this game. Turns around in the corner. Finds Grayson Tiller. Opens up. Turnaround pass. That one past Ryerson Edgar, but he gets it anyway. Kluche. Then Sema for Xander Valeris. The defenseman leads the charge. Valeris the drop off. Too far for Sema. This one cut off. Dropped the other way by Ray Smith. On the shooting. James Go jams it back around. Xander Valeris there first. Bump is cut off there by Ray Smith. Jacob Kluche has to settle for that clear. It goes down for an icing. 9:21 to go here in regulation of this tied Friday night game. All the way down to the right it comes. And Carson Harmon to take it against Patterson. Talked about Sebastian Gervais night in the face-off dot. Patterson second only to Ethan Zada in draws taken. This will be 16 for Patterson. Zada's taken in 18. 8 of 15 for Patterson. We'll give that one 9 of 16. Tiller the point shot. Off a leg. Nick Sema now has some room to make a decision. Floats this one out at center. It's off the shin guards of Kluche. And they will swarm with the puck. Callum Janowski. This one ripped back in. Robrick is there first for the Ice Dogs, and that one put in front. A bouncing puck that Kluche can't handle. James Go. Up for Kluche, then back. Harmer to the neutral zone. Kluche wasn't ready for that. Spirit got to be careful here to avoid a too many men on the ice penalty. You saw Carson Harmer look at the bench real quick just to make sure. Jones there for Levi Harper. Papoy tries to steer it to the middle. Harper again. Papoy backhanded into the offensive zone. Grayson Tiller there for the Ice Dogs. And they will send things all the way down. Will not go for an icing as it's Braden Jones on it for the Spirit. Pass chipped in by Brody Papoy. Weisnecker skates it out on the far wall. Lost for a moment. Backhanded pass up. Harper tangles up there. Now for Papoy on a 2-on-1 with Gervais. Sebastian Gervais waits and shoots, and another great save with a blocker from Charlie Robertson. Janowski back into his defensive corner. Robertson, the standout player of this third period so far. Harper puts that one off a skate. Weisnecker off the boards. This one sees Cooksey shoulder Glavin. Josh Glavin on this rolling puck sends it over to Levi Harper. Barabanov into the offensive zone. Inside 8 to go here in the third. Shot deflected to the glass. Klepov has it poked away from him by Spencer. Barabanov Comes over to steal. Back underneath it goes. Spencer, the defenseman, on it here for Niagara. Doherty can't get it out. Glavin kept it alive. Klepov down behind the net. Looking up high with James Go. Klepov, take the drop off. Here he comes now into the left circle. Klepov the shot, and a save made by Robertson with the glove. Hanrahan may have been tagged up high. 7:18 to go in the third. Another offensive zone faceoff here for the Spirit, and the wheels of Klepov on display there. Another good save. Another sequence of saves by Charlie Robertson.
Yeah, Robertson on Gervais. If Gervais would have waited a little bit longer, I mean, he was patient as it was. He waited, found some empty net, and Robertson was there.
D-zone face-off won by Niagara's Doherty. James Go pushes that one into the opposite corner. Nick Sema. High in the zone. Twists that one wide. James Go lays it back in. Frolov gets the puck before Saginaw's Shatan. 2 against 2 is Galyanov and Frolov work against Shatan and Storch. Liam Storch is going to win this puck battle. Try to put it back in front. Loose jam play there. 2 saves by Robertson. Third try as he stones Nick Sema. Back up the boards. Kevin Heed. 2-on-2. Can't cut inside on James Go. Step on Shurigan. Drops it off. Jams this one off the wall and around. He let it go. He gets a glancing blow there from Nick Sema. Del Elche back for Frolov. Kevin Heed tries to run through James Go. Graydon Jones back for Go. He's going to stumble there out of that corner. Jones has to come bail him out. That puck behind Nick Sema. Monks keeps it in the offensive zone for Niagara. 6:19 to go here in regulation. Jones for Shatan. Back up to neutral ice. Nick Sema there for Ryan Hanrahan. Poked away by Tiller. Sema can't get that line change. Here come the Ice Dogs again. Ray Smith, a rising shot, just fought off at the last second by Stepan Shurigan. On a rolling puck, Grayson Tiller gets back to it for Niagara. Ryan Hanrahan on him. Xander Valeris gets a stick in the way. Monks can't get it out. Here's Jacob Kluche high in the slot, trying to untangle himself from 3 Ice Dogs. Grayson Tiller, the inside shoulder, glass, and out. And this will go for an icing as Hayden Barch is back to it. 5:39 left, third period. Still in a tie hockey game. We'll be back after this, going down the stretch here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
As proud sponsors of the Saginaw Spirit Hockey Team, the Barb Smith Suicide Resource and Response Network invite you to join us in supporting the players in our community. Our mission is to prevent suicide through education, advocacy, connection to resources, and support for those impacted by suicide. Visit us at srrn.net. That's srrn.net to learn more about our programs and events. Let's go Spirit.
This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW.
Inside the Dow Event Center, tie game. End-to-end action here in this third period. An offensive zone face-off after the Ice Dogs guilty of icing. Igor Barabanov's been bumped to the wing here. Sebastian Gervais takes the face-off. Grayson Tiller fired back around. Harper races over, kept it alive for a second, went off his skate. Here comes Reed the other direction. Down the wing in front. That one jammed around and ends up in behind the goal. Smith knocked down Patterson. Turnaround shot. That surprised Shurigan, but he made the stop. Reed's tying it up with Jones. Play continues. Patterson can't get through. Frolov over for Reed. That shot sent wide. Robrecht shifts inside on Barabanov. Tries to get through Patterson. Away from Harper in the corner. Back up Del Elche. That one's off Patterson as well. The Spirit just poke it away. Del Elche back over to Frolov. Barabanov gets into Del Elche in the Ice Dogs end. Gervais and Klepov against Frolov and Patterson. Zada coming down. Finally, this one can be moved back up to Josh Glavin. Look right back in. Harper activates from the point to come down into the corner. Inside 5 to go here in regulation. Carson Harmer can't keep that puck in the offensive end. He's going to wait for Harper to touch up. Harmer Dumps it back in. Robertson, the goaltender, out to play it. Off the wall to Robrick. Near side Patterson. They go back in. Here comes Zana down the wing away from James Go. Disrupted by Kluche. Now the drop off. Patterson. Long rising shot. That blocked by Josh Glavin. Up and into the netting, out of play. 4-11 here in the third period. And a timely block there by Saginaw's Josh Glavin.
We've heard Zada's name a lot tonight. And what a great hockey name, by the way, Zada. I don't know if it's Greek or Italian, but a great name.
D-zone face-off. Hanrahan can't grab that one from behind Reisnecker. The Ice Dogs do have possession in the offensive end. Doherty down for Gallianoff. Carson Harmer moves him into the wall. James Go's got to get after this puck. He's got Kevin He right behind him. Go fumbles on the outlet pass, so Doherty keeps it in. Back for James Go again. Off the wall, Kluche. Harmer, the return. Deflected off his stick. Hanrahan gets drilled, and he's going to get on the back of his head. Reisnecker afterwards. And a little bit more as Harmer's trying to get him off of his rookie counterpart. Bartz wants to go. Are they going to go?
There we go.
They are going to go. Gloves are off. Bartz and Reisnecker. Rights back and forth. Reisnecker trying to grab hold of Bartz's jersey. Bartz lands the right. Reisnecker lands a couple of his own. Right at center ice. Uppercut there. And Bartz down on the ice here with 3.5 to go in regulation. Well, we talked with Hayden Bartz in the intermission. He's going to shred the mitts not too far in front of where Dad's watching on the Niagara bench, and that comes after the hit. There is quite the conference right now of players in front of the two penalty boxes. Referee Aaron Neely's like, guys, get out of here. So the hit as Reisnecker comes back over the top of Ryan Hanrahan. There was the extra shot after while he's laying on top. And that's what's caused Hayden Bartz to shed the mitts.
Yeah, good on Bartz for sticking up for the rookie.
The initial hit, Reisnecker on Hanrahan. Right back down. Hayden Bartz comes over to give his thoughts on the whole situation. So things will get settled again, and we'll go at center ice. Good scrap between Hayden Bartz and Ben Reisnecker. And Robrick getting the explanation right now from the referee, Andrew Wilmotz. So, of course, the question afterwards is always, what is the resulting momentum swing? Is there one? Zana's going to take this face-off against Miroslav Shatan. And it's Xander Valeris. Liam Storch is held up by Tiller. Every little detail matters right now. Tie game, 3:15 to go in the third. James Go up for Shatan. Near side, Liam Storch. It's a cross-ice pass out the corner boards for Nick Sema. Back underneath, here's Miroslav Shatan. Up the wall, James Go. Valeris on his backhand. Spins around. Liam Storch comes up with it in the far corner. Tackled down by Zada. Storch down on the ice. Play continues as Patterson can't move that puck. Xander Valeris sweeps right into intercept, and a shot tipped at the last second there. And Nick Sema gets a stick up high from Janowski on his way through the goal crease, and Tiller's trying to go now with Shatan. High sticking the call. I don't know that any blood was drawn, so it'll just be 2 minutes. But it's an important 2 minutes here with 2:41 to go in regulation. Saginaw, their 8th IBEW Local 557 power play as Janowski sits on the high sticking call.
What a hockey game. A lot of tension here. A lot of chippiness. Tie game. It's got everything you want.
The Harmer unit to start out here on this Spirit power play. Somebody's without a mouth guard. It's Liam Stortz's. Riley Patterson to take the defensive zone faceoff. He's won it. The Ice Dogs do clear. Shurigan out to play it. James Go. Drop off. Kluche, Hanrahan now. Here's side Harmer. Trying to go back in. Ryan Hanrahan. 2 assists in this game. Liam Storch on the far wall. Behind the back pass. Reeled in by James Go. Near side. Harmer tries to fake the shot. Harmer to the boards now. Switch off there with Ryan Hanrahan. Goal line, Liam Storch looking in front. That one swept away nicely by a sliding Liam Spencer. Kluche tries to keep it down. James Go gets back after it just past the blue line. And they will say that Liam Storch did not get back to the line fast enough. And so offside are the Spirit with 2:01 left in regulation. Same group to stay out here. 1:20 left on the high-sticking penalty to Callum Chanowski. Nick Sema on the Spirit bench. Seems to be no worse for wear. As this goes into the bench again. This time it's the Saginaw bench. Souvenir. Carson Harmer gets waved out of this neutral zone face-off against Ethan Zada. Kluche to take it. Poked back there by Zada. Grayson Tiller fired off the wall, and it's Stepan Shurigan to play off the end boards. And he lays it down for James Go. Halfway through the power play. Go drops it back. Kluche into the zone with speed. Ryan Hanrahan fumbled on the shot. Kluche in behind the net. Frolov jammed there with Saginaw's Hanrahan. Kevin He away from Carson Harmer looking for an outlet. Off the right skate of Harmer. Hanrahan tries to get after it. Takes a hit. Makes the play, but it's gotten back out. Poked in shorthanded. A breakaway for Kevin He, and he sent it wide. Shurigan may have gotten a piece. Kluche up for Harmer. Tries to get inside on Tiller. Dropped off now to Barabanov. Into the offensive zone. 28 on the power play. Barabanov walking off the wall. Harmer wants it. Dropped off in the corner. Gervais now Hanrahan. Levi Harper. Hanrahan with 20 on the power play. Minute in regulation. Barabanov shoots. Save, rebound, and that one stopped again. And a third try is underneath Charlie Robertson. Spectacular stops at both ends of the ice, and it's still a tie game inside the final minute. Kevin He, another shorthanded breakaway. And Shurigan does get a piece of that with the left pad, and then Charlie Robertson back the other way. These two goaltenders going tit for tat with one another. 3 chances. Offensive zone faceoff, dying seconds of this power play. Klepov for Jones. Top of the left circle. Nick Sema, who drew the high-sticking call. Jones, Levi Harper. Back for Barabanov. Down low, one-timer. Fought off by Robertson on that chance by Klepov. Ice Dogs are back at full strength. 30 seconds to go here in regulation. Pushed back in by Klepov. Robertson out to play it. Jammed up the wall. Past Klepov. Smith drops it off. Here's a chance for Hayden Reed. Ice Dogs have numbers and speed. Reed inside the line. Fired this one to the corner with 14. Off a skate. Back in behind the net. Patterson taken down by Klepov. Puck off Barabanov. And out to center ice. Tiller. Frolov. Through the air and back in behind the Spirit net. Saginaw not taking any chances at the end of this period. 4-4. Regulation's not enough. And so, for the second consecutive game here from the Dow Events Center, we need a little extra hockey. Overtime coming your way after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Mid-Michigan Canine Academy's Redemption Crew loves Saginaw and the surrounding communities who have blessed us so much, and we are concerned about the epidemic of rehome dogs and dogs left at shelters. If your dog is a handful, or if you're thinking about rehoming your dog, let us help you with its behavioral challenges. Our 7-day doggy boot camp can help. Not all dogs are as fortunate as Henry the Hockey Dog, but they all deserve a second chance. Give us a call at Mid-Michigan Canine Academy and let us help you transform your dog's behavior and your life.
At Dow, we believe performance starts long before the whistle blows. It begins in the lab, where science meets sport. From apparel to playing surfaces to gear, we create cutting-edge materials that help drive high performance from lab to stadium. Because in sports, just like in science, every second counts. And every material matters. Dow, at the intersection of sport and science. Learn more at dow.com/sports.
Hi, this is Dima Jolkin, and you're listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSGW.
Marker of the third period, and it's gotten us here. Both teams secure a point. Harmer against Zada. Kluche and James go out for the Spirit. Robrick and Del Elche are the other two for the Niagara Ice Dogs. Kluche hauls down Del Elche. Carson Harmer keeps it alive. Into the left circle. Harmer, that shot high and wide. And it rims its way all the way back out for James Go. Back in his own end. James Go picks up speed. The defenseman leads the charge. Down the wing, stops up and blew a tire. Jacob Kluche is on it. Dropped off. Carson Harmer. Collision in the middle of the ice. Harmer forced wide by Robrick. Just trying to one-hand that puck to Jacob Kluche. Del Elche all over him again. Kluche can't get it through for Carson Harmer. Here comes Ethan Zana. Down the right wing, one-on-one against Go. Trying to get through for Del Elche. They've been tied up there by Jacob Kluche. The Ice Dogs will sneak a change. Frolov waiting for a touch-up. Zana wants to get off as well, so will Robrick. Saginaw's three who started the overtime have to stay out. Here comes Patterson trying to get past Kluche. That shot right on and a save by Stepan Shurigan will allow a breather for those three Spirit players. And Graydon Jones, Sebastian Gervais, and Nikita Klepov to come on. Ice Dogs forcing the issue on the perimeter on that offensive zone possession from the Spirit. Cut it short.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to lose contain. 3-on-3 hockey, you got to be ultra aware of what's going on out there.
Off the face-off. Klepov now for Graydon Jones with Gervais charging. That one hops over his stick as well. Had a very similar chance last Saturday night against the Flint Firebirds, and the puck did the same thing. Artem Frolov. Back for Kevin He. Robbed by Shurigan late in regulation. Has hit a crossbar in this game. Kevin He for Frolov. Inside the blue line, watched by Sebastian Gervais. Can't get through it. Gervais looks for an option on a counterattack. A little more than 3 minutes left in overtime. Gervais back up for Nikita Klepov. Circles just inside the line. Klepov shifting out, dragging through. That one knocked away. And here come the Ice Dogs. It's Patterson up with Frolov. Klepov back checking. Patterson down the wing, can't slide it in front. That one off of Klepov and Jones. And now a chance by He. That one warned by Jones. Patterson can't get away from Sebastian Gervais, and Del Elche hops early for another too many men on the ice penalty. So the Spirit to their ninth IBEW Local 557 power play. As the puck came back up to the line, Chris Lasby's going to pull out the whiteboard. Sema, Klepov, Harper, they're going to take a look here. 2 for 8 on the power play going into this one.
Oh, boy.
And they will take their timeout as well. It's going to be Artem Frolov who comes over to serve it. And if the Ice Dogs do kill things off, they'd still have some time to bring it back the other way. They've already got a shorthanded goal in this game. Grayson Tiller, go for it.
I feel like we've been in this position before. I mean, we had an opportunity against Flint on the power play in overtime. I just got a feeling it's got to be one of these guys fresh out of show camp.
And it was Chase Hall in the final 13 seconds of that overtime game with the winner for the Flint Firebirds. Carson Harmer, Jacob Kluche, Nick Sema, and Levi Harper. Intent on making sure the same thing doesn't happen here. Ninth power play chance for the Spirit. Frolov serves the too many men on the ice penalty for the Niagara Ice Dogs. Levi Harper calmly into the offensive zone. Carson Harmer back for Harper. And then Harmer again. This one deflected by Grayson Tiller. Sema and Harmer tangled up, and Zada nearly took advantage of that. Sema for Harper. Between the dots. Walks in, gunned wide. Sema wanted to go back to Levi Harper. All the way back out it comes. 40 seconds gone in the power play. Harper for Cloutier. Carries it in. Carson Harmer. Back up to Levi Harper. Walking towards the middle. Over. Sema in the circle. Harper again. Puck rolls away from it. Cloutier's going to take his spot. Harper hangs on to the puck. Down to the goal line. Carson Harmer in front for Cloutier. Between the dots. Over for Sema. And that one poked away by Patterson at the last second. Grayson Tiller gets it out. Cloutier picks it up. Wants to keep going. Carson Harmer. 45 on the power play. Sema. Levi Harper. Back to Sema. Steps into one. Fought off by Robertson. Rebound chopped out off his right pad by Harmer. Puck up the boards. Glove down by Levi Harper. At the line walking in. Harper takes a look, and that shot saved made by Robertson. Harmer waiting for the loose biscuit to pop free. They get a whistle. 32 on the too many men on the ice penalty.
Here we go. I mean, it felt like a football possession. It was so quiet in here while the Spirit had the puck in the O-zone. I mean, a lot of excited fans ready to erupt.
Gervais, Barabanov, Klepov, and James Go.
Pins and needles.
They're trying to clean things up here. One back to Klepov. James Go. Just inside now. Here's Barabanov in the circle. Go again. Barabanov with Gervais waiting in front. Barabanov for Go. Near side. Klepov. One-time shot. That one blocked. It's underneath Spencer somewhere. Jammed out here by Ethan Zada. He's got Gervais and Barabanov on him. And he's drawn a penalty out of Barabanov. Barabanov's going to argue. It's not going to do any good. That'll negate the final 10 seconds of the power play. Hooking is the penalty. So back into the Saginaw end it'll come. Zada to go forward against Chatan. We're back where we started at 3-on-3. Inside the final minute of regulation. Back up it comes for Robrick. Chatan can't poke it away from it. Robrick into the corner. Keeps right on going. Frolov's out of the box. Ice Dogs on the power play to finish OT. Zada back over. Now Kevin He. Patterson snuck onto the ice from the bench. Back from Robrick. Back to Robrick. And a one-time shot sent wide. 30 to go in OT. Riley Patterson walking in. Can't be poked away by Chatan. Gun back on through the seam. Off the stick of Robrick. And it could be a chance back the other direction for Chatan. The goaltender out to poke it away. Robertson gambled and it paid off. 13 to go. Kevin He against James Go. Sends it over for Zada in the circle. Glavin tries to cut off the pass with 5 to go. Zada in the near side. Robrick. Can he get a shot off? It's blocked by Miroslav Chatan. He's not going to be able to get out for an offensive chance, but he saved the Spirit on a number of tries. Whew. So to the shootout we go.
What a game.
So one of the new rule changes, there were several, but one of them in the OHL, this is the first time we'll see it in action. There is no Zamboni from the overtime into the shootout, just a dry scrape with the shovels. And this has 2 parts, this play right here. Patterson ties up Chatan's stick, and the goaltender, Charlie Robertson, comes out. That is a gamble for sure. As Satan looks like he's won that race, Robertson comes out, gets the puck, does not hit his defender. That was about as well executed as he can for some goaltenders that have seen some action in this game. Robertson's going to finish the night. 33 saves on 37 shots. And so in the shootout, we'll see who's going to take the first opportunity. This is the first shootout for either team here in this season. And both have a plethora of options.
Oh, I know it. Star-studded lineups here. A lot of talent. All these kids these days are just disgusting when it comes to shootout hockey.
Well, it's because they've all grown up at this point. You know, none of them are going to remember the time before the shootout was brought in. Everybody grew up watching YouTube highlights of Pavel Datsyuk and then Patrick Kane and then Jack Hughes all doing what they do in the shootout.
It is the shootout era.
Stepping onto the ice first is Jacob Kluche. Power play goal to get Saginaw going earlier in this game. Not a bad first game back from your first NHL rookie camp. He's got an opportunity to knock home a big one here in the shootout of what has been a phenomenal Friday night hockey game. Kluche against Robertson. Takes it out to the left side. Towards the middle, Kluche. Head fakes, he scores! Right between the wickets, Jacob Kluche on the shootout marker for the Saginaw advantage.
Sick goal there by Kluche. He's got the Yager jersey tuck and just opens him up, goes 5-hole.
Ryan Robert's been equally fantastic for Niagara in this game. He scores. Lots of moves. They worked. 1-1 here in the shootout. So Nikita Klepov, who leads the Saginaw Hands team at least to the early point of the season, goes out to the right side in a much slower approach. Lots of stick handles, and he scores! He pulls out the Kuznetsov, and the Spirit are 2 for 2 in the shootout. What did we say? These kids have grown up watching shootout highlights on YouTube.
Insane.
98 channels 92 for the Washington Capitals. Zada to try and keep things equal against Shurigan. He scores right between the wickets. The shooter stayed perfect. Igor Barabanov to put some more pressure on. Takes the same path as Klepov, but with more speed. Barabanov, he scores! Up over the blocker, just under the bar, and the Spirit have an opportunity.
Just kisses the bar down.
Kevin He came onto the ice for a second. He was called back. Riley Patterson, in his first game in an Ice Dog sweater, has to score to keep it going. Patterson scores! Will play on. 6 for 6, the shooters in this shootout so far.
I love it.
And how's this? The rookie Ryan Hanrahan. If it scores, it won't count as his first in the OHL. But he's got an opportunity here as Saginaw's fourth shooter. Hanrahan, that one ends up off the boards. Maybe a stick there from Robertson. So now the pressure shifts back down to the right. Stepan Shurigan's got to make a stop. Kevin He hops the boards. It will be his shot. And now the Niagara captain can win it. He'll take his time. He scores! Kevin He and the Ice Dogs pull out a shootout win.
He is the hero. What a game. Unreal.
Niagara perfect 4 for 4 in the shootout. And the skills competition tips the way of the visitors. The Spirit pick up points still in their first 3 games of this season. But the Niagara Ice Dogs walk out of here with that coveted second point. They're off and running here in what's going to be a pretty darn big year for them. Kevin He did not find the back of the net in regulation or overtime. He gets the game winner on a sneaky move up onto the crossbar past Stepan Shurigan. 5-4. The Niagara Ice Dogs walk out of here with the win. We'll take a break when we come back. Applebee's 3 stars of the game. They look at what's next and more. Back after this here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Disability Network Mid-Michigan promotes and encourages independence for all people with disabilities. Our vision is to create accessible and inclusive communities where everyone has opportunities to live the life they choose. Whether you're looking for a job, skills to become self-sufficient, trying to find the right assistive technology, or know someone who wants to move out of a nursing facility, we are here for you. Contact Disability Network Mid-Michigan today, the disability experts in your community.
As proud sponsors of the Saginaw Spirit Hockey Team, the Barb Smith Suicide Resource and Response Network invite you to join us in supporting the players in our community. Our mission is to prevent suicide through education, advocacy, connection to resources, and support for those impacted by suicide. Visit us at srrn.net. That's srrn.net to learn more about our programs and events. Let's go, Spirit.
Now, a WSGW Morning Team memorable moment.
The headline, it intrigued me. Betty White Eaton. This is from Australia. A 58-year-old man pleaded guilty this week to kidnapping a chicken named Betty White and then fed her to an alligator at a wildlife park in Australia.
Every word of that sentence was a twist.
That's a foul story. Well, the man's been charged with aggravated animal cruelty. His defense lawyer says he just wanted to feed the alligator. The judge said no.
No.
This is at the Oakvale Wildlife Park, where apparently Betty White was part of a special program for threatened species.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Guess what? She was.
The Morning Team, 5:30 to 9 on WSGW. This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW, Carlton, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.
Walk away with a shootout victory here inside the Dow Event Center. And it was a 4-3 Niagara lead going into the third period. We'll take a quick look back at how we got to the extra frame. Chance in front ends up wide on the power play. Saginaw with a plethora of power play chances. Carson Harmer, the equalizer, his first one back in the Ontario Hockey League here in what should be an exciting sophomore season for him. Kevin He had a chance late in regulation. A skate save by Stepan Shurigan keeps play going. We would go through overtime. Lots of scoring opportunities. The goaltenders had their talents on display. Charlie Robertson, again, finishes the night with 33 saves on 37 shots. But overtime would not be enough. We end up going to a shootout in this one. Again, after some heroic goaltending from either squad. We got 8 shooters in the shootout. Jacob Kluche led things off. He would find the back of the net, and, well, that would be a common theme between the wickets of the goaltender, Charlie Robertson. Everybody found the back of the net in the shootout. Ethan Zada, certainly part of that. Everybody except for Ryan Hanrahan in his first OHL penalty shot attempt. It ends up being the difference maker as Hanrahan is stopped here by Charlie Robertson. And for Hanrahan, that's not a knock against him. He finished with a couple of assists on the night and certainly did not look out of place in the OHL. But that would mean Kevin He's chance would be for the win. And a nifty move there up onto the crossbar beats Stepan Shurigan. And the Niagara captain welcomes himself back to the Ontario Hockey League with the shootout winner. Final stats brought to you by Raymond. The Spirit, a heavy shot advantage, 37-21 in that game. They go 2 for 9 on the power play. Again, Carson Harmer, the last goal in that game. And the Ice Dogs walk out with the shootout winner. We'll bring you briefly back up inside the Town Place Suites by Marriott broadcast booth. Dylan Clark, Brad Walsh, and Walsh. Again, a tough pill to swallow here for the Spirit, but positive spin. You got points in your first 3 games of the season, and Points are points here, even at this time of the year.
Right, you got to feel good. Both teams, obviously, they both played well. Like I said last time, if you came to the game or you listened in or you watched, I mean, that was incredible hockey. The team looks great, and Niagara looked great as well.
End-to-end action, and again, for the Spirit, now they've got everybody all set in the lineup. No more, not surprises, but another opportunity, really their first in a full game situation with their full complement of everybody. That should get more comfortable as time goes on. This Ice Dogs team, a lot of offensive weapons as well on their side.
Yeah, Zada, Patterson, Robrook. That team is ranked, fourth in the OHL for a reason. It starts a limit for them, and even their rookies, who didn't see much ice, but, you could obviously tell that they're right there behind them.
Lots of pucks in the back of the net here tonight. We'll take a look at our 3 stars of tonight's game, brought to you by Applebee's. There were lots of options, as there always are. What, Brad, who you got?
Well, we got Barabanov, Klepov, and Zada. No surprises. You could throw he in there for number 1 with the G-dub and the great interview at intermission. But, they got the edge tonight.
3 stars of tonight's game brought to you by Applebee's. Igor Barabanov, Nikita Klepov, and Ethan Zada, your first star of tonight's game. 2 goals and an assist. Goal in the shootout as well for Zada. And we'll take a look at the road ahead here for the Saginaw Spirit one more time. Brought to you by Applied Innovation. They are at home tomorrow, 7:05 p.m. Puck drop. It'll be our Oktoberfest celebration. Some specialty warm-up jerseys being worn and then auctioned off afterwards. And then it's on the road, their first lengthy road trip of the year. In Guelph on October the 3rd, in Owen Sound the next afternoon at 4 o'clock. And then they'll wrap things up with the famous 6:05 Sunday night game in Oshawa against the Generals. 5-4 the final score here from this one. An entertaining game. Spirit pick up a point, but the Ice Dogs get the last laugh here. They are off with another victory. For Brad Walsh and all of us here, our entire production staff, my name is Dylan Clark. Thanks so much for being with us tonight, everybody. Good night, Saginaw. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
You've been listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSGW. Spirit Hockey is brought to you in part by Garber Automotive Group, Saginaw Valley State University, Frankenmuth Insurance, Saginaw Bay Underwriters, NetSource One, Delta College, Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort, Frankenmuth Convention and Visitors Bureau, DML Property Management, Herman Hisson Company, Applied Innovation, My Michigan Health, Stormmaster Exteriors, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Michigan Sugar Company, Jets Pizza, Raymond, WNEM TV5, the Great Lakes Loons, Meyer and Associates, Applebee's, your local State Farm agents, Stanley Steamer, and Meyer. All season long, the Spirit play on WSGW 100.5 FM and online WSGW.com. We now return to regular programming on WSGW.